Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another show of the Rochland Podcast. I'm your host, Rochland Perkins. Everyone, how's everyone doing? I hope everyone's doing good. We had a great show yesterday, but we got an even better show today. Um, Give me one second. Let me just fix the screen up here. Okay, now where's that coming from? Oh, there we go. All right, there we go. I gotta delete that. Put that up. Over. I'm almost done, everyone. Right there. Voila. All right, there we go. So, I'll show you what I'm seeing, what y'all seeing. This is what y'all see now. Y'all see that? It's just a bigger screen so I can see. But I hope everyone's having a great Tuesday. My weekday is going pretty well. I hope yours is too. Give me one second. Excuse me. But we got a great show today. The show is. Give me one second. Do Africans, Latinos, and Caribbean fetishize white people? The reason why I asked that is because you see a lot of those branches turning on their own people and especially Black Americans. Yes, we do have our people that do fetishize Black people, like Jesse Lee Peterson, the fucking guy who apologized for Austin Metcalf getting stabbed, in the whole 9 yards. But that has nothing to do with this topic as today. We have a few, but when it comes to people from a different culture, and give me a second. Take that off. All right, yeah, because I was doing some content work on adult entertainment, so I don't want y'all to see the link and try to go click on it and stuff. It's reaction videos and stuff. You ain't gonna see no dick or anything. My dick, especially. You ain't gonna see my dick, but I do reaction video. I'll tell you about my videos. I mean, my reaction videos on adult entertainment on adult film. I have a lot of people watch it all over the world, from like Morocco. I had one guy email. I had one guy DM me on X to see when am I gonna make a new one. So I was like, oh, I've been busy lately, so I haven't had time. So actually today I'm trying to like do one for y'all. Well, for the fans out of the country. So I have work done for everybody. Yes, I do talk foundational Black American business, but I have other business other places. Give me a sec. I gotta start this AC. All right, there we go. Yeah, so I have other work in other places. So I make money just about everywhere. Um, but the reason why I asked this, because I see a lot of, also get back jump into this conversation. I see a lot of like foreigners defending white people, saying this new word black fragile, some shit like that, or black fabric, whatever it is. We'll talk about that tomorrow. We got another show tomorrow about that. I don't really fuck with it because I don't know what it is. So excuse me. So I just I take it with a long. I don't take it serious. I take it as face value. I think it's bullshit. But this topic will lead into the next topic. So you'll see how you like. Oh, how's that leading into the next topic? That doesn't make sense, and this and that. No, it does make sense. You'll just have to see. Um, so we had a lot of people defending us about this word. I mean, defending a lot of white people and stuff like that. And by all means, you could do whatever you want. I will never stop anybody from doing what they want to do. But demonizing Black Americans, making us look like, oh, we're weak and all, we're this and that. We're the strong. I always tell people all the time, we are the strongest culture in the black diaspora. We defeated wars. We took down the powerful of the powerful. We have created countries and states and fucking continents. Like, we created a lot of stuff, you know? So, give me a second. Yeah, we have created the greatest of the greatest. And like nobody can, not even past history can compete with the times that we have done, you know? Um I'm not saying that a lot of people haven't created or have done great things. It's just we get busy. As foundational Black Americans, we get busy. No continent, not even the whole continent of Africa can compete of what a foundational Black American has done on this earth. You know, no Black traveler through time can do what we done. You know, has there been somebody? Probably like the Israelites. You know, they created, law and order, statutes and commandments, and people only think that there's 10 commandments. There's like 620 commandments technically. So, we just talk about the fucking 10. You know, so yeah. But let's ask this question. This question is a crazy question, if you don't mind me. Are the non-continental foundation, well, are the continental Africans, Latinos, uh, and Caribbeans fetishize about white people? These are the questions that we have to ask, because at the end of the day, every time we do something, every time there's always some type of spy from these diasporas. They always say, oh, the white man's gonna take us down. We don't need to be doing that. We don't need to do that. We could just pull ourselves by the bootstraps and stop being lazy, like we were lazy in the first place. Like in this era, 2025, people are looking at us as villains. And as a person that is a villain, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a villain. We gotta play the villain role. Sometimes playing that barrel is for the greater good. Not helping Africa and the Caribbean islands is for the greater good. We see what's going on in Africa. As millions, for the last 100 years, we've been helping Africa. How would you start with African? How is more? Well, because y'all are slaves. Technically, we can't say that we were slaves, because we've been fighting ever since these white people came to the United States. So when you say slaves, it's not really. It's kind of broad. When it just not everybody was a slave in America. Most people fought. Yeah, you got your country because you know why y'all struck a deal. Jamaica struck a deal. Haiti struck a deal. Trinidad struck a deal. That's why the queen could come to your country whenever she wants. We're still giving them hell over here. Look at all the bullshit that they're putting us through. Look at all the crazy shit that they have to say about us to feel like they're getting their point of. They have to say now they're playing victimhood. White people are playing victimhood. And you know what? Your people are saving them. Oh, you black people should not be doing that to them. We we love the white men. The white men always helped us. ASA, we all won. You need to get over slavery. You know? Yeah, the Haitians defeated France and paid them reparation after. Why you think their country's a piece of shit? They just stopped paying them reparations probably like what in the 1940s or in the 1960s. So technically they wasn't free since the 19 into the 1940s. They were paying a debt off. So we could say, yeah, you know, they're the first one to get their independence, but independence isn't paying a debt off for defending your country or defending where you came from. And okay, you know what? Let's say, like, you know what? They did it. We're going to say, what have they done for the black diaspora lately? Haitian people hasn't done anything. They're doing shit right now. They're doing shit that we was doing probably 200 years ago. They're fighting the government. We've been doing that shit 200, 300 years ago. Why you think motherfuckers is free in America? You think, let me ask you a question. The FBA ran away to Canada and begged for civil. We didn't beg for civil rights. We didn't beg for civil rights. They changed. Let me tell you something. Black America's been fucking white people up for years. That's why, let me tell you something. That's why they had to create civil rights. That's why they had to create Pan-Africanism. This is why they had to do this shit. Because you know why? Because we were revolting again. We was doing that Nat Turner shit again. We were burning down cities and states. They didn't want that shit to happen. That's why we got Pan-Africanism. This is why I told you before, Pan-Africanism is a scam. How you gonna tell a whole fucking race of people you're from Africa, did not tell them what part of Africa they're from? Let me ask you something, Kwame. What part of Africa you're from? And good morning. What part of Africa you from? Or are you gonna say you're from Jamaica? You don't know? Okay. I don't know either. I don't know what part of Africa I'm from. Why the fuck would I claim that shit? If black Americans was fighting, y'all would have had maroon communities like Jamaica. Reason why y'all have maroon communities, and actually we do, but the reason why y'all have maroon communities is because there's no white people that live in your country. There's only the queen that comes there from, well, the king now from time to time. Y'all technically didn't even fight. You're not from fucking Ghana, man. Don't start that shit. Cause Ghana was created probably like 200 years ago, my nigga. Probably less than that. Ghana's not that. Ghana hasn't been actually a real country in they were only was it like 200 years, less than 200 years, my man. The Akin tribe. How you know you from the Akin tribe? You're not even African. And there was no such thing as Ghana at that time. There were only tribes that live amongst each other. So how you this is what I'm talking about. You say you're from Ghana, but it used to be all tribes. Oh, see, this is the shit I'm talking about. Say a little bit back. Kwame, you better stop making up shit, man. You're a real true pro. Yo, you're more Pan African than Dr. Umar. I'm being personally honest, my nigga. Yo, let me tell you something. Y'all niggas don't fight the white man. Cause let me tell you something. When that queen died, when that old bitch died, y'all was crying, take me. Don't take the queen. Take me. Why, God? Why? Y'all motherfuckers did not have no rules, and y'all niggas was not fighting. Niggas was bringing black people and Africans to your country to get fucked by men. What type of black maroon shit is that? I'm just being personally honest. And let me tell you something. If you're from the Ashanti tribe or this was the Akati tribe or whatever, why aren't you over there in Africa? Living your best life. I'm just on a let it bring that figure, three finger jack, bringing slaves to the colony of Jamaica. They were getting fucked in Jamaica, my man. Them Europeans were fucking y'all. You know that, right? That's where that buck broken shit came from. They used to bring, the slaves that was acting up or the black people that were acting fucking crazy, they used to bring them down to Jamaica to get fucking sodomized by white people in your country. Real talk. That's what buck broken was. So you could say the 1781s and all this other crazy shit, they were fucking in your country. They were having a Sodom and Gomorrah party. Oh, yeah. That's why y'all don't like homosexuality. You know that in y'all country because y'all used to be raped and sodomized and fucking sexually assaulted in your country. Real talk. It's not no Caribbean thing. No, it's because y'all used to get fucked in y'all country by white men. Yeah. That's why we don't do that body boy shit. Yeah, it's because y'all was getting fucked. Y'all was fun boys. Yeah. Them niggas was some fun boys. That's why I say, like, y'all really didn't. Was it a descendant from Africa who conquered, enslaved, established, and continued, and free black people in Jamaica? Yeah, of course. But at the end of the day, that's still not y'all country. It's still the English colony. That's still an English colony. Y'all still answer to white people. So that's why I said how you shitting on black Americans and y'all still answering to white people. We're disrupting everything here. Y'all, y'all judges wear those white wigs, like them white English wigs. Y'all got lace fronts on and shit. You know that, right? Kwame, this is why we had to have this conversation. Do your people fetishize about white people? Like, look how you talk. The way how you talk is white supremacy talking points. We all from Africa. It's like saying, we don't got a state. We don't got a state in America, North America. We have to be from Africa. That's white. That's white talking points. Talk about we chased out civil rights. Yeah, we had the civil rights, but they didn't really do shit. It was the niggas who was 10 toes down fucking niggas up. So, yeah. We have countries we fought for. Y'all march. No, we were fighting. Oh, no, you haven't seen the videos when motherfuckers was punching the cops? Oh, yeah, you came in late that day. We was watching, it was talking about the COINTELPRO, and they were saying that, like, this is how they got the black community to calm down. Yeah. The motherfuckers were fighting cops, beating up white people. That's why when niggas was getting sprayed with water hose, there was some niggas just getting sprayed with water hose and just standing there, but there was more niggas fighting. They never took. This is why I always tell people all the time: don't let white people tell your history. Look at the Great Wall of China. I don't know how Keanu Reeves got to fucking, or was it Tom Cruise got to fucking China. I don't know how he got to China in the 500 BC or AD. Like they got motherfucker, it's crazy. Harriet Tubman, they got a fucking Nigerian playing Harriet Tubman. Selma, they got a Nigerian man playing fucking Selma. He looked nothing like Martin Luther King. They look like they just found any nigga from a mud hut and say, yo, you know what? You want to play Martin Luther King? Yeah. And they look like they found that crazy bitch who played, was it Wicked? They look like they found her in a fucking orphanage in Africa. You know? This is why I tell people don't let white people tell your history, because this is what happened. Had failed rebellions and white Christian felt sorry for white Christian. We don't even believe in Christianity. That's y'all shit. You fought other white people for. No, y'all did it. Y'all niggas, yo, I'm trying to tell you. Your country is still colonized by Europeans. Why do you got their skills? But what about John Horse? And she didn't run to Canada. What about John Horse? What about Nat Turner? What about other people that were revolting? What they did, they started a chain reaction where the colonizers were getting killed by the dozen. Nat Turner killed 53 white people. What's her name? Harriet Tubman, she was freeing a few people, but she didn't really do anything. John Horse, he was doing guerrilla warfare where white people had his like, yo, if you just go over here, we won't fight no more. White people had to give up. He was fighting for 30 years and never became a slave. This is what I'm trying to tell you, you know? Your people didn't fight. Your people just say, okay, you know what? We'll give you this. We'll give you our resources. Just, please stop beating us. Like, y'all was getting fucked in Jamaica. Y'all know that, right? Like, they were getting buck fucked and everything, sodomized. There was this shit that they used to do. They used to shit in their mouth and stuff. Yo, that's what y'all niggas would, that's what those white people were doing to y'all in Jamaica. Nat Turner did not have an uprising in Jamaica. And no, he didn't have an uprising in Jamaica. Nat Turner was revolting in Virginia, man. You high? Nigga, what you smoking, man? Yo, what are you smoking? But yo, this is the shit. This is the difference between black Americans and Jamaicans. We don't like most black Americans, we don't pick up the white we don't pick up the white culture because there's no such thing as really white culture. We created everything. You know? While they were getting all these books and shit like that, yo, we were just learning by like, just go like this, that. Like, nigga, we're the ones who created cars. What the fuck they need a car for? They don't do no work. They don't drive. They had us. Well, some of us, because they had to bring more slaves over. You know? And they brought what? Like I said, like, what was it? 388,000 last time, Kwame, was it? You thought millions? And they sent them mostly to your country? Yeah. But it's just, it is what it is, man. Yo, your country just don't fight, man. Like, Jamaica doesn't really fight. They talk about pride. They talk about, oh, yeah, we do this, we do that. Let me ask you a question. Hold on. Nat Turner had an uprising. Jamaica had a war. But the thing about it, y'all lost. Haiti lost. because they paid French reparations. You could talk about the revolt. Jamaica lost. Y'all still are colonized by the queen or the king now. The royal family goes to your country whenever they want to. And you kiss their feet. You sit on it. They sit on your backs, and you give them with the curry goat. Yeah, you do all of that. You could talk about history, but they still have your country. This is what I'm trying to say, Kwame. This is why y'all love white people. You think white people saved y'all, you know? And the only thing they did was cause y'all more harm than good. Real talk. They come there and take your resources. They brought the Chinaman over. They brought the Indian man over. There's beaches that y'all can't go to. The natives of Jamaica can't even go to. Only the Indian people could go there. The white people could go. I could go there. You know why? Because I'm not native to your land, but you can't go. What type of freedom is that? That's not even freedom. This is what I'm trying to say, Kwame. Yeah, that shit sounds all good and well on paper, but the way how y'all live now, my nigga, what are y'all free from? What are y'all free from? The white old women come to your country just to fuck y'all, and they were probably messing with the down low guys, especially the Europeans. They like that bisexualness. They like that liberate me and stuff like that. And don't get it fucked up. Them European men be coming from them Jamaican men too. So your country knows. You could talk this pride. We could talk, oh yeah, this is what we did. We fought for our country. But y'all do it now. Look at what Haiti. They're doing shit that we done two to 300 years ago. We've been fighting since these white people came to this country. Like you figured it out that not all of us is from Africa, or not all of us got off that fucking Mayflower boat. Most of us was already here. Then last time, I don't know if it was you, but it was another person said, "Oh yeah, Haiti fought for Louisiana." No, they didn't. They just picked up the scraps that we did all the heavy lifting. And they just picked up the scraps, and they contribute like very little. A spectrum. Yeah, it's been in Jamaica, but at the end of the day, those Europeans come over there to fuck men. Yes. You think they come for the women, and there's already Jamaican women in England? Just think about it. Boys trip to Jamaica. Women's trip to Jamaica, and these bitches are senior citizens. They came for the yachties. Yeah, they want to fuck some yachties, some 80-year-old women, some 70-year-old women, 60-year-old women. Yeah, this is the shit I'm telling you about. This is what your country produces. They love the white man. They love the white man so much that they're fucking them or they're fucking y'all. This is how the niggas been getting down lately. ADOS, leader. Oh, yo, I don't do ADOS. I'm sorry. That's an organization too. That's not a lineage. It's an organization. Um, yeah, it's an organization. FBA is a lineage. So yeah, that's the difference. Let's see what you said. Oh, okay. But yeah, there's nothing wrong, yo, Kwame. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying, and this is just how y'all love white people. Some of y'all got the case, so y'all want to be white people. We got a few Black Americans got a few people that bleach their skin, but most of us don't bleach our skin. We love being dark. We love being melanated people. But the thing about it, y'all want to be y'all oppressors. We never, hold on. Led by the FBA, lesbian. Oh, she's not FBA. She's ADOS. She'll tell you that. She'll tell you she don't fuck with Tariq Nasheed. She'll tell you she don't even fuck with me. She blocked me. I asked her one fucking question and she blocked me. I was like, oh no, this bitch did it. Shit. She had a better high top looking fade than I had when I was younger. Damn, golly. But yeah, she didn't fuck with me. Miss Yvette, yeah, I call her Miss Yvette just to be, respectful. But she just doesn't like me. I don't know why. I didn't do nothing to her. I'm like, what the fuck? She blocked me. Vlad TV blocked me. Yeah, these niggas been blocking me. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Because I caught Vlad in the line. I'm like, nigga, you lying. I was like, why are you doing? Okay, let me tell you about Vlad. Vlad was talking about, oh yeah, Booker T had a sex offender. Okay, but that shit happens. Niggas don't Corey check back. People don't do background checks when they do wrestling. So Vlad doesn't know that. Vlad just saying whatever he wanted to say because he's mad at what Booker T said. He's like, yo, you get niggas lined up. He does line niggas up. Let me tell you something. Vlad is the reason why Joe Budden's boy got punched in the face. Cause of Vlad. Vlad always does that shit. And this is why a lot of black people don't fuck with Vlad. And people say, this is the difference between our culture and your culture. You do something to my culture, I'm not gonna like you. I'm always gonna be like, now, what's up with this person? This is why we started telling niggas stop bringing everybody to the fucking party. We don't know that nigga. Bring him home. Bring him to Chuck E. Cheese or something, nigga. He's not coming to this party. Oh, yo, but he's cool. Let me see. Queen Nana. Yeah, that's probably true. That's probably true. But also, you gotta understand, there was already black maroons in North America. Where you think they came from? If there was no black, let me tell you something. Let me see what else she said. Yeah, we already had black maroons. We had black maroons in Oklahoma, my man. You know, this is why I say, yo, y'all doing shit that we done like two to 300 years ago. Like let me tell you, if your guerrilla campaign is that good, the kings and queens of England should not be able to come to your country. Even with Africa, I say the same thing about Africa. These white people should not be able to be coming to your country without, without y'all extorting them. Y'all extort some black people, but y'all scared to extort white people. Oh, white people, let me do my dance for you. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Bo yo, lo, la, la, yo. Hey, yeah, yo, jumping around with y'all little sticks and stuff like that with y'all shit. Hey, yo. Like, y'all do all that crazy shit, you know? No, not no more. We don't have black maroon communities because technically our communities is mixed with everybody. This is why I say, hold on, it have no treaties. That means y'all never. Nah, come on. Now, why are you lying now? Why you think you came to this country? You think they came to this country because they like Jamaicans? No, they thought y'all niggas were savages. Come on, you can't lie like that, Kwame. Still lying. This is why I say it's because y'all fetishize about white people. White people accept y'all because at the end of the day, y'all already defeated. Y'all already got this defeated mentality. This is why now, yo, let's bring all of them up. They'll be the first one to tell black people, oh, yo, you leave that white man alone. That white man didn't do nothing to you. It's that's your peoples. Africans too, especially Africans. I'll die for this white man. Jump on a white man, talk about, you're not gonna hurt him. Yo, you niggas go back. Go back to your ghettos. Yeah, that's them. Marcus Garvey was an American pioneer to the civil rights. But the civil rights was a piece of shit. It was a scam. And the civil rights was funded by white people. You know? Yeah, civil rights was a scam. It fucked our whole shit up. It helped the integration. Hold on, let me see what y'all say. Well, white people broke the treaty since the 1400s. Rastafari was in Harlem. Yeah, to get help from us. We helped them fight the war against Italy, I think. Then after that, they gave us land, and guess who went to the land and took it? The Jamaicans. And they didn't even do shit. This is why we wanted to delineate. Y'all are tribalistic. y'all didn't do shit and y'all wanted land in what is it, Ethiopia? They were giving us the land. Lots of Jamaican women fled to America. Yeah, they did that. They did that. That Philippine shit, that Thailand shit. They leave their kids in their country and just flee. And in Africa, a lot of men do that. I was like, yo, them niggas is crazy. Yeah. White people only sign treaties with Indians because they fought. No, we fought. That's why you look at. That's why if you look at certain census, they would be native, but it will say Negro on it or nigger. Yeah. That's why I say we were native to the land. John Horse was a native black, you know? Yeah, see? Told you. Told you, Kwame. You thought I was lying. Not I told you, Kwame, not that many Africans came to America. More Africans went to Brazil. We probably got, like I said, we probably got less than 400,000. Actually, we did get less than 400,000. You know, so that means most of us was already here. We were already mixing with the Indians, mixing with the natives. That's why y'all. Have you ever noticed, Kwame? You got that African look, and you see certain Black Americans. We have like a different look from Africa. You could tell that we're not from Africa. Like you look at me, you could tell like, okay, he's black, but he don't got African descent. Yeah. See, look at 4% came to Africa. Not that many, man. That's why I said it doesn't make sense if there's more than 40 million black Americans. Yeah, there's more than 40 black Americans. And if only 400,000 people from Africa came by, what does that tell you? That means like, yo, something's not adding up. Something's not mathing, you know? For fighting and getting trees. No, we fought all of that. We fought all those wars and stuff, you know? And you gotta say that there's natives in Canada. They live on reservations. They live amongst. They live. I mean, they don't live amongst white Canadians. And the black Canadians is dead. The black, yeah, they're all dead. They're all Caribbean now. Just about all Caribbean. The last black Canadian, I believe, was The Rock's dad. Rocky Maivia, father's Canadian. He's the last black real Canadian. You know? Oh shit. Face blue eyes. Oh shit, y'all niggas is wildin'. But yeah, Kwame, yo, y'all defend blacks. It's like, yo, y'all turn on us. Y'all try to dehumanize foundational black Americans to please the white people. Y'all do this all the time. You know what? And you know what? We're gonna watch a video. Oh yeah, Kwame, you gonna love this video.
Y'all good over there, man? Is everybody good? How
All
y'all
right.
doing, man?
Congratulations, Kwame.
Everybody's in the building. Let me make sure everybody's in here. I was having
Hold
some
on.
technical.
Hold on 1 second. Y'all don't want to be African because y'all share Africans as a far using. We got hoodoo. We got hoodoo in America. We don't got voodoo. We got hoodoo. It's similar, but it's different. You know, we sent enough money to Africa. We're not sending no more fucking money. We sent our celebrities there when shit happened. We taught them niggas how to fly planes. We ain't going back to Africa. We ain't going back to that motherfucker.
Glitches going on for a quick second, but I'm here.
Oh
What's going on,
shit!
man? How y'all doing, man?
Cash App me.
Doing the late night tap in with the family, seeing what's on your mind. Hope you guys are having a great week so far, ladies and gentlemen. It's the middle of the week, only a couple of more days to go, so you guys are going to be all right. You are going to be absolutely all right. We're going to get some calls early tonight. I don't want to be too late. So everybody who wants to ask questions and get on early, let's start getting those hands up now so I can start pulling people in before the riffraffs come. Because normally we'll chop it up and then a lot of
Facts,
people come in
Randall.
here. And then when I open up the phone lines, we have, the old typical, hey, Tariq, hey, why do you hate us so much? We get that. I don't want to hear all that. Or we
Salute to y'all in the live chat, especially Randall and Kwame. There was another person I couldn't. Oh yeah, E-Town. Salute to E-Town too.
get one of the alt lice calling up. Hi, Tarek. I just wanted to chime in on reparations. It's something like that.
I
So
forgot to put the live chat in there.
before the riffraffs come in, I want to get some thorough, quality tap ins with me tonight. What's up, brother Yapa? What's up, Adonis? What's up, everybody? And don't forget, everybody, get your Rootwork deodorant at rootworkstyle.com. Ladies and gentlemen, rootworkstyle.com. Now let's start getting folks in here. Let's get Ray Ray, and then let's get Jalen. Let's get Ray Ray. Ray Ray.
My brother Tariq, how are you doing, my good brother, my good friend?
Lord, Lord, Lord. That's just how y'all be
What's up,
sounding.
Tariq?
Hey,
I'm
how
just,
are you, beloved?
I just want to give you encouragement. Keep doing your thing. Thanks for that hip hop documentary. Um,
The reason why we ain't mad cause we got that act right. Them niggas come out of line. They think they gonna put their hands on us like they do to them niggas. The mud hut niggas in West in South Africa, yeah, we're gonna have to line you up. We already just you didn't see what happened to those two Ku Klux Klan members? They ran up in the black area of Georgia with the Confederate flag and shit. Yeah, FBA all day. Niggas lined them up and sent them to their ancestors. Yeah, we packed them out. Yeah, throwing trash on them and everything. Them niggas is taking a dirt nap right now.
and just keep,
FBA
doing
all
what you
day,
do.
baby.
Thank you,
F the
beloved.
haters. Anything that's beneficial to getting out the truth and debunking these tether Bible lies about our culture is always good for the goose, not for the gander.
Yes, ma'am. I appreciate that. Speaking of the movie, I'm gonna let you guys know probably the beginning of next week, the release date of Microphone Check. Yeah, the release date. I'll let you guys know. We're gonna check in with the theaters and all of that stuff. So the release date should be right around the corner. I should have that by Monday. There's so many things that we got going. We're looking at the real action packed.
And I saw some. I just wanted to speak on something you've been talking about that I saw the other day. So I'm at Home Depot going to go get some stuff, and I saw some Mexicans. So this is what was going on. So with some Mexicans teaching some Africans, they was clearly Africans.
Yeah, Kwame, yo, I'm sorry to stop it, but Kwame, this is what you need to do, man. You need to be chasing these people out your country, man. You see the what's his name? Abraham? He's getting busy now. He like I said, he's doing shit that we did like 200 to 300 years ago. We been how many Kwame, when I first started this podcast, I told Africans and I told Caribbeans the reason why your shit ain't gonna work is because y'all didn't want to unite with us. We've been trying to unite with all of y'all, and we got y'all to this country. But when y'all got to the country, y'all went to the white side. You went to the cave dwelling side. You went to the uncivilizing side. And now y'all want to push the Pan African shit now, and Pan African is almost what 80 years old. We don't want to do that bullshit no more. That shit don't work. Now we're figuring out that shit is COINTELPRO. That shit ain't good for us. Look at let me ask you a question. Look how bad what's his name? Uh Dr. Umar Johnson is doing. When niggas call him niggas was like, questioning him about that fucking school. And he turned on black people, talk about, oh yeah, black people don't want to give me no money. I had to get help from a white man, and I had to pay him, and he didn't want to pay black people. How the fuck you could pay the white man but not pay the black man? Why wouldn't you want him to survive? One hand washes the other. So what are we doing? We tried the Pan Africanism stuff. We did the Kwanzaa. We gave the money. We did all of that shit for Pan Africanism. We even said, yo, we from Africa. The fucking Africans came over here after we brought them to this country and said, yo, y'all niggas ain't real Africans. Y'all niggas ain't even African. They told us they ain't African. They told us that they not black. All of a sudden now, yo, y'all niggas from Africa. You from the western central part of Africa. Now we figuring out, yo, y'all niggas was all tribes. We get what the old niggas, the old African niggas from the mud huts was saying, talking about, oh yeah, y'all niggas is not African. We are not black. So now when y'all niggas in desperate need of help, oh my brother, I bought you some goosey soup. You know, with the monkey head, the monkey brains still inside the head. Medium rare. I know y'all live amongst white people, but it's medium rare. Nah, nigga, fuck that shit. Y'all niggas handle y'all own nuts, man. Y'all mess around with the freaky deaky white Africans. Let the nasty ass the Frenchmen do all that shit to y'all. Fight them niggas now. Now y'all gotta fight. We'll pray for you. Come on.
How you know how people be standing outside of Home Depot, like asking for people to help them or whatever, how the Mexicans
Right.
do it. It was some Mexicans teaching some Africans how to do what they do, standing outside asking for shit. And I was like, damn, Tariq be talking about this shit like that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's getting heavy. It's getting
Home
heavy. And
Depot.
you out here in LA, aren't you?
I am in Inglewood.
Yeah,
See
yeah,
that?
it is. But you
Everybody's on
know,
code. Let me tell y'all
I think
something. Tomorrow I'm gonna have a great show. It's on that new, I guess was it the Black Fragile or whatever how they say. I'll put it in the live. Hold on. I just don't know how to say the word. I think I'm dyslexic or something. It's easy as fuck, but I just don't know how to say it right now. I'm sorry. I think I'm dyslexic right now, but yeah, him. He's getting busy. Yo, Abraham's getting busy, but at the end of the day, this shit could have been he should have made way more work than he's doing because at the end of the day, the whole of Africa should have been behind his side. Not some of them, all of them. I mean, all of them, especially Western Africa. I know Nigerians might turn their back on them because that's how Nigerians is. Look what they did to Benin and Togo. That's why they're three different countries because of Nigeria. But that's on another time that's another story from another time, you know. But let's get back into this.
they got little spots here and there, but the average everyday person dump and project onto us. What's up, Yopper? Hop on, brother.
Hey, how you doing, Mr. Tariq?
I'm good, man. How are you,
I'm
sir?
doing great. And I heard you touch on the radio communications.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also something we could do. That would be not the most difficult. If you get a Baofeng, if you want to write this down, there's the cheap two-way radios, Baofeng UV5R. You can use this radio as a sort of a base station while it might be just a handheld radio, but you can make it your own home, like personal, like radio, kind of radio, not a radio tower, but you can use that to communicate with other people.
What's the range on it?
uh with just the stock antenna, it's not.
Long. But affirmative action becomes a code word for action. That's just white. Um, right now,
I'm gonna get to the good shit,
neither
everyone.
candidate, they're not really purchasers and readers of. I can hear you. How
I'm
are you?
doing good. How about yourself, Mr. Tariq?
I'm good, brother. So what's on your mind?
One question I have for you tonight. I just wanted to know, how do you really opposed from getting caught.
Nigga, what do you? What?
The Trump Tower is a black woman for
everything thing. So he did have an
the part that's really bothering me that
Here we go.
people are listening, taking your leadership, and you're saying things like Trump didn't do anything. You
right. He did,
left out the part that Trump gave a woman free rent in the Trump Tower as a black woman for
sir.
years without paying
We
rent. You
we're
forgot
not
to leave
talking.
out. You left out the part where Trump renewed the.
Okay, we're not going to make bad faith arguments. When I
Mm-hmm.
say do something for black people, I'm talking about as a group. I'm not talking about a symbolic gesture for some random person. It's nothing to do something for some random person. We're talking
Yup. Stay
about what
right
is he
there.
doing
Shout out
for
to
us
him.
as a group. In the political game, sir, other groups get things done for them. White Hispanics as a group are getting tangibles right now. All they have to do is mosey across the border as a group and they are getting tangibles, sir.
Facts.
That's a real big difference. You understand?
Well, I'm aware of that, but I'm aware that they're getting tangibles because, I mean, black people themselves with this black and brown alliance, with feminism, with this yes massa attitude towards Democrats, they're advocating for Hispanics to get more things than them. Like women,
No, no, we're
let me
no.
finish. Let me finish. Like
That's
black people are out there talking about the black people are pushing the hardest to not build that wall. Currently, more Hispanics support Donald Trump than black people do, and they have nothing to gain from supporting Joe Biden. Joe Biden.
And yo, this is what I just said. Remember the question? What I just said? I said, do Africans, Latinos, and Caribbeans fetishize about white people? Hispanics and Latinos usually say that they're white. If you read the ethnicity, they say that they're white. I mean, their race or their ethnicity, they usually put white. They don't put Afro Latina. They don't put Latinos. They put white. They think they're Hispanic. This is some type of fetish. This is what it is. It's a fetish. Like my nigga, you don't even put Latinos. You say you Hispanic. A Hispanic is a white person. It's a person from Spain or a white Spaniard. So this is why I said what I said.
said, if you don't vote for me, you're not black. He also said that he doesn't.
let's slow down. Because right now you're doing a bunch of like right wing talking points. Let's slow
Mm-hmm.
down. Let's slow down. Black people all across the country are speaking out against the Democrats and they're speaking out against this immigration policy. And you know that, sir. You don't seem like a naive gentleman. You know that foundational black Americans are speaking out against the Biden administration. And Biden's numbers with black people are in the tank right now. So to sit here and pretend that there's a swell of support for Biden from black folks, that's emphatically dishonest, sir. That's not true.
Well, thank you for being polite with me and talking to me with some respect. But this is the
Sure.
ultimate fact, Mr. Nasheed. If you're not a part of the.
Kwame, the Latinos supported Trump. This nigga went to their country and threw toilet paper at them niggas, and they still voted for him. Yes, he threw toilet paper at them, and them niggas still voted for him. He had a racist ass guy say, "Yo, there was a floating trash at one of his banquets," and none of them niggas was mad. None of them niggas was mad. He said what he was gonna do to them. Like, why won't Kwame, let me ask you a question. Why won't you let them take accountability of the bullshit that they just did? Them niggas running around with Puerto Rican, with Mexican and fucking American flags, talk about what is it, Trump country and make America great again and all this crazy shit. They did all this shit. They did all of this crazy who in and dancing and everything. Now Trump is sending them back. Nigga, it's like the army. Thank you for your service, my nigga. Now you gotta go back. You gotta go home. What you mean? Latinos only support Trump because they hate black people. Yeah. Whose fault is that? They should have read policies. He told you he was gonna make a mass deportation. But the thing about it, they thought they were white. Them motherfuckers thought they were white and was gonna stay in this country. Nah, buddy. They got a rude awakening.
The solution, you're a part of the problem. So even though there's not a swell of support for Biden,
Go ahead.
when you sit there and say you're there, both parties are equally bad, you're a part of the problem. And if you sit
Because
there and act like Joe Biden is normal and he is worthy of
Now you see that, Kwame. You heard what your boy said. He said Tariq Nasheed said they both are a part of the problem. They both are equally bad. Why the fuck would we vote for both people? Let me tell you something. What's the difference if you get brown shit from black shit? What's the difference? Isn't it still both shit? So why the fuck is everybody mad that we didn't vote? I didn't vote. They didn't give me nothing to vote on. I voted for policies. Did I vote for president? No. No, we thought we was going to team up with them. We thought we was going to team up with your peoples. They gave us a rude awakening. They said we ain't fucking with these niggas. That's what they said. Latinos say, yo, y'all can do whatever y'all want to black people. We just don't want to be considered, we want to be considered white. That's what the Latinos said in the 60s. When they had the Latino, was it caucus mount? Was it the caucus or something like that? Or was it like the Latino civil rights or some shit like that? It was one of those. But they said that they didn't want to fuck with black people. They don't want to be part of their situations with black people. So now you gotta hold your own nuts, niggas. Now look at them. Well, they gonna send us back. What you think they're gonna do to y'all? Like they were doing us a favor in the first place. If you don't get your ass right back to Mexico and fix your country, let me tell you something. Niggas always be like, yo, Mexican, oh yeah, Mexicans is hard workers. Mexicans is hard workers. Latinos is hard working. So why don't they work hard to fix their country? If they're such a just hard working in America, why don't they work hard to fix their country, my nigga? It is what it is. My nigga, if they say, oh yeah, black people are hard workers, black people is hard working, and my community is all fucked up and shit like that, and niggas is praising me and shit, my shit is supposed to be on point. And it's not, I'm not shitting on them, but at the end of the day, you gotta raise questions and say like, yo, my nigga, if you're on point like this, hey yo, what's up? What's up? What's going on? What's going on, homie? How's your day? But yeah, man, if we gonna say this, yo, they're hard workers, yeah. Like Tariq Nasheed said, he's like, yo, why isn't their country fixed? It's like, yo, that's like me saying, oh, yo, I work at that's like me working at a hotel. There's like, yo, Rosalind is so clean, man. Like, yo, look how he cleaned this room. Then I come home, my house is all fucking dirty. You be like, yo, this nigga is so dirty. He's a dirty old motherfucker. Tap in, man. Work. Oh man, that's good. That's good, man. Make that guap, man. Make that guap, man. Yeah, man. Make that money, man. Me too, man. I just got out of work. I did overnight last night, so I came in to tapped in. I had a topic. It's a good topic. It's a good topic. We do Africans, Latinos, and Caribbeans fetishize white? You know. Oh yeah, I remember. I was, full of yeah, I know. Nigerians, huh? When they move. Went to school with them and all. Yeah, full with Nigerians now, man. Yeah. When they move, they bring their cousins and brothers and everything. They all live in one house. They be like 15 people in like a 2 bedroom house. It's like, yo, where the fuck all these people sleep? There's some niggas sleeping on the floor. There's some like 4 people sleeping in a bed. Yeah, that shit be tough, man. I'm be like, yo, how y'all niggas live? That's why I always tell people all the time. I was telling the African, nah, black people don't do that shit. People moving in with us and stuff. Several niggas, bed wenches. So yeah, with the queso and everything, they wanted yo. I was just telling Kwame too. I was like, yo, when Caribbeans and Africans and Latinos come over there, they go on the side of the white man, you know? And it's cool. You can do what you want to do, but don't forget, them niggas ain't gonna be your friend that long, you know? So it is what it is.
Respect or reverence, you're part of the problem. Joe Biden is a vegetable. He's a racist vegetable. We shouldn't have let him get in office, and
Where
that's what
you
we're
heard
suffering
me?
now
Where
for
have you heard?
generations.
No, no, no.
Black people are pain freaks.
Okay, where have you heard me cape for Biden? In fact, I said
Facts.
Trump is the lesser of the two evils. I said
I'm aware of that, but I'm saying that. I mean, it's one thing to say that, and I appreciate that you said that, but your leadership is looking like it's insinuating that either party is equally as bad, and that's just
it
not
is.
the case.
It is. See, here's the thing. And you said we're never going to get reparations. Here's the thing. We're going to get reparations. We don't know when. We're going to get it. And sir, you have the mindset of a person who's not going to complete the task because I hear your accent. You're from the Caribbean and you and your family left the Caribbean. You didn't fight for your homeland.
Nope, you're right.
And we're different. You can't infuse your mindset of just bouncing onto us. We're going to get
Remember I said that, Kwame, to you? You was talking about, oh yeah, we started war with the French and in Europe, and I was like, yo, but y'all was paying them reparations. Until this day, y'all still giving up resources to them. We don't run. We have nowhere to run. We can't run to Africa. We can't run to Jamaica and have the same resources that we have in America. Why would I want to run with some shit that my ancestors built to another country because I'm scared? And knowing that I go to the Caribbean island, they're gonna treat me the same way. I go to Africa, they're gonna treat me the same way. But if I was white, y'all be kissing my feet, doing y'all little tribal dance, singing to me with y'all little mud huts and stuff. Y'all even let me screw y'all women. You know, it's y'all fetish. Like I said, y'all fetishize white Americans, man, white Europeans and shit.
get these reparations, sir.
And that's cool. I hope you do get reparations because I've been rooting for African Americans since I got here, and I am Jamaican. But here's the thing:
I
when I
can hear it. Yep, go ahead.
that's fine. But here's the thing: when I hear you having debates with these people and you say they're tethers and things like that, I
Hmm.
got for you. Nobody's running from Jamaica. There's nothing. There's nothing going hardcore going on in Jamaica that we are seeking asylum from. Jamaica's had a majority black presidents, and we are the original pro-black people. And Haiti is the first nation that fought for their independence. So, I mean,
You
black
did
people
say
like
that,
us, we're not
Kwame.
running from anything now. South Americans, they're running from the cartels, the government, and all that.
Kwame, you did say that. You said y'all was the first one to go to war.
But people in Africa, they're not running from anything particularly heinous in Africa. Africa has more conservative values. They don't tolerate homosexuality. They don't tolerate a lot of things that Americans tolerate. So when you're talking to the tethers, you're saying this in a way, a disparaging way. Man, Me and the rest of the Jamaicans, we ain't running from nothing, but we do know that it's sweet up here in America. You can come to America from anywhere else and immediately be elevated over black people. And that goes doubly for Hispanics. And that's what they're operating on. They don't need no asylum either in many cases. They just know this is a land of milk and honey at black people's expense.
Exactly. And the thing is, they're running from themselves in the Caribbean and in
Yo, I'm sorry to go off topic. Yo, have y'all been keeping up with that Diddy case? Nigga, they about to bring the escort in. This motherfucker told judge, he told I read some of the transcripts. They say after Diddy and Cassie came out after some fun, the girl Cassie was like she told the dude to pee on her, and he was like he was all pissing on her and stuff. And the dude was like, you're not. The other escort stopped and said, you're not doing it right. Diddy's in the corner stroking his tool, man. Everything, man. Just watching his girl get peed on and everything. All jokes aside, like, rich people are fucking weird, man.
Africa because it's not popping over there. And that's the long and short of it. And when it's not popping somewhere, you can't really come and tell the people who get things popping what they're going to get and not going to get. See, that's kind of a bad faith thing.
Yeah, you should share that information with the Mexicans because they are whipping your asses in Texas and California. And as I said,
Yeah, Randall, that's facts. But I gotta say this, man. They need to do their own research. Africans need to do their own research. Cause when white people were saying the same bullshit about them and stuff, talking about they be eating people, they used to run around tribal with like a leaf on their wee wee with their butt sticking out and everything. Niggas was like no, niggas was like they live in trees and shit, climbing trees and shit like that. And y'all want to hear something crazy? I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this is out of the defense of Africans and Caribbeans. Most of these white people have animalistics as apes. White people like to climb trees. That's why they like the clubhouse and the tree houses and shit like that. Black people don't do tree houses. You know, white people be getting lice and shit. Fucking apes and monkeys be getting mad lice and they be picking it out and stuff. That shit is serious. They got certain animalistics as apes, man. And like we always had to go through, oh yeah, we look like apes and stuff. No, we look like evolved humans. Like we gotta also look at it. The bluefish. We gotta look at it as this. White people are only like probably like 6,000 years old. They're not that. They're not that old. We've been in the world for probably what over 400,000 years or some shit like that. That's why it was like over 400,000 years or some shit like that. Yeah, so like they're kind of underdeveloped. That's why that's why like certain things with the weather they can't really fuck with it. They catch these certain type of diseases and stuff. It's just their body hasn't produced of fighting it yet. Like our body never had that problem because we have melanin and like we could take all the resources of the earth and stuff. They can't. Why? I always tell people all the time the reason why a lot of people live in houses is because white people used to live in caves. We could get used to living outside. We could be chilling outside. But they have to be used to the caves because of the sun. And the only time we'll probably be in some caves or some shit if it was like raining. But oh shit, we starting that Yakub shit again. Yeah, I was gonna do a topic question on the Yakubs. The Yeah, Yakub man, the motherfucker with the defective brain. They said that I'll tell y'all some of the story. I don't know the full story. They said like people used to pick on him. Black people used to pick on him because he used to have a big, ugly head. But he created these people that were vicious and like very savagery people, uncivilized and everything. And they said that he created white people. That's why they call them the Yakub tribe or the Yakub people. That fucking bluefish, man. I'm gonna put that on my Twitter. Hey yo, you YouTubian. I actually went on Tariq Nasheed's calling you last night. I asked him a question. I actually did that. I did that. I was like, oh yeah, let me hop on him because I told YouTubian I will do that. I hope I'm saying your name right. He said my name wrong. He said O'Sharon or something like that. O'Sharon, I think he said. I was like, no, it's a Rosalind. He's like, oh, okay. I was like, yeah, I'm from Boston. But I asked him a quick question and stuff. I'm gonna go back on there probably tonight or tomorrow. But yeah, man.
In defense of Jamaicans and a
Who?
lot of
Wait,
quote
wait.
unquote feathers. We're not
Who's
running
that?
from
Who's
nothing.
that? Whose asses are they whooping?
FBAs, Black Americans, you're getting your asses kicked for the past 3 decades in
Who?
America, getting your asses slaughtered.
No, we're not. What do you mean we're getting slaughtered? How?
Well, I'll tell you what. Um,
Y'all getting slaughtered in Jamaica with them drug cartels out there and places
we
like
don't
that.
have drug cartels in Jamaica, sir.
Yes, they do.
Dude,
We're
y'all,
hanging out in
brother,
Jamaica.
y'all didn't have man,
Our
y'all didn't have to shower posse, dude. Y'all didn't had cartels out there in Jamaica forever, dude. What are you talking about? Y'all had some of the
we
most infamous cartels are from Jamaica, brother. What are you
Facts.
talking about?
Jamaica's number one export is tourism, and we've had numerous black presidents and white presidents, and we have investors, and we have a pretty good economy. I mean, like everywhere else, we have our poor areas and our rich,
Sir,
but
I've
Jamaica
been
is not
sir,
in dire.
sir,
Jamaica,
sir,
listen, let me put it like this: Jamaica needs less
sir.
from America than Ukraine does. How about that?
Don't do
We're
the
not asking America for anything.
sir.
Ukraine is,
I've been all
Israel
over
is, Jamaica
Jamaica,
is selfish.
sir. Dude, I done been on every corner of Jamaica, dude. I done been literally all over that island. It ain't really popping like that, except on the tourist resorts that the whites and Asians own, sir. Don't try to
Uh,
sell it the Wakanda in Jamaica thing,
I
sir.
said that.
yeah,
That's
I
why
well,
you're
said
here.
that.
That's
I'm
why
not
you're
trying.
here.
Kwame,
That's
I'm
why
not
you're
trying
here.
to Wakanda.
Kwame. Remember I said that. I was like, yo, the Indians and the Asians and the white people are taking over that country. Yo, they about to take this tourism spot that been a monument for probably like 2 to 300 years. They about to start taking that. The Chinaman is about to start taking that shit. I heard.
Jamaica thing. I
You did
could care
what? You did
about
what?
stripping Jamaica because I'm not trying to sell the Wakanda is Jamaica thing. I mean, you're not speaking from a position of knowledge. People in
You
Jamaica aren't starving for food. You know
okay?
what I'm saying? We don't need as much from America as Ukraine and Israel. Israel is begging, constantly begging. Ukraine is constantly begging. Jamaica didn't ask America for a damn thing. So don't put us in that, oh, we ran from our country bag. We didn't run from nothing. And we're definitely not going to
Yeah,
be
you
running.
did. That's what y'all fleeing over here. You're fleeing from yourselves. It's not popping over there.
Not popping
Dude,
that. And that's another thing about FBAs. They think everything is a joke or everything is about being popping. What about survival? What
that's
about
what I'm saying.
generational?
Yo, Jamaica's not popping. Y'all got some good looking women there. I will say that. Yeah, I do got some good looking women there. They got that good poom poom, but they need to come to America. We're not going to Jamaica anymore. Y'all might try to line us up or some shit. But yeah, I met this Asian girl. I mean, this Jamaican girl with some good poom poom, man. Oh yeah, is it puppet leaders? Yeah, man, they'll line you up, man. Yo, the chicks in Jamaica will line you up. They got some good coochie. It's just yeah. They be on that aggressive shit sometimes too, man. But they got some good sex, man. That's all I could say about Jamaica. Oh yeah, and I like curry goat, so that's my shit. Curry goat is my shit. I have to go, cause I live out of Boston. I live was it 30, 40 minutes out of Boston right now. I go to Boston probably every other week just to go get like $40 to $60 worth of some Jamaican food. So y'all do got some good food, but y'all not popping like that. Other than the food, y'all ain't really popping.
Oh
Yeah,
well,
popping meaning running water and flushable toilets on a regular. That's what we mean popping. It's
So
not
you
popping.
so you don't so you don't
You
think
know that.
Jamaica has indoor plumbing on lock,
Uh, uh,
is what you're saying. Jamaica
sir,
doesn't have indoor plumbing on lock.
no, you don't.
Well,
You
you're
don't.
not speaking from a position of knowledge.
You
You're not.
don't, sir. That's not
No.
a regular thing over there,
Okay,
sir.
well, show me one American or Jamaican article that's complaining about Jamaica not having the base necessities. Jamaica is not even in a position like god dang Somalia or Zimbabwe. Jamaica is not even a third world country.
This man's deflecting
What
like
are
a
you talking about?
motherfucker.
Where did you
I,
get this information that
sir,
Jamaicans are dying of starvation and don't have clean
I
water?
didn't. I didn't say y'all were dying of. I've never said y'all were dying of
You're
starvation.
implying that we're dying of
I'm not
starvation and
finding
don't
anything.
have clean
I'm just.
water.
It's not popping because y'all over there in shanty towns and shacks over there all over the place with dirt roads and people
That's
selling.
the same thing that's going on in Detroit, and it's about
No,
to
it
go on
ain't.
in Chicago, New York too,
No, it
because you
ain't.
can defend your home as
No,
FBAs. You can't defend these black communities,
ain't
and these
nobody
immigrants from
staying.
Venezuela are running over you roughshod.
Ain't nobody staying in those shanty towns in Detroit. Not one black person in Detroit stays in a shanty. None, sir. Y'all stop saying that. That's so disingenuous. There's nothing comparable. Foundational black Americans don't even remotely live anywhere like that at all.
Facts.
Sir, I've been all over Jamaica. You can't sell the Wakanda thing to me. I literally been everywhere in Jamaica. Lovely people, no disrespect
I
to them,
told you.
but
I said it. Nice people, but the women is on point. Some of them women, yeah, man. You got to get the women who got their natural hair, their natural, coil hair. With the big, with the full luscious lips, dark skinned. Oh man, niggas be on point with that. Don't get the bitches with the queso, with the wigs. If you like wigs, by all means do your thing, my nigga. But I'm gonna be personally honest. Them girls ain't really popping like that. There's a lot. That's why I say, yo, this song, yo, with the coil, the hair, it's like like their hair be long, but it's coiled. I like that shit, But other than that, I don't, I can't really fuck with it.
the people over there are living in shacks and shanty towns, dirt roads, selling bananas on the side of the roads,
Oh
doing the
Why
best they.
no.
would why would Jamaicans need to sell bananas on the side of the road? More disingenuous
You,
information, more
it's
misleading
banana,
information that you're pumping into these.
sour
You're
sop,
you're their leader, and you're
fruit.
pumping this bullshit
They're
into their
selling
head. All right,
food.
talk. Well,
Am I?
talk about this.
I'm
Talk
making
about say
this up.
something.
Am I making
Nigga
this
said
up,
selling
sir?
bananas
Yes,
on the
you are making
road.
this up. One
That's
hundred percent making
sir.
this up.
You drive through. I have driven all over Jamaica. People are selling fruit on the damn
Well,
streets,
we're not
selling jerk
relying on your
chicken,
personal recollection of what Jamaica is. You
and
can
and
Google
and
it.
you don't really own none of the businesses there. Let's talk real and stop bullshitting on this
We
phone.
own 100% of the businesses
That's
that
a damn lie.
because
It's
they're very small
Asians,
businesses.
those Asians and East Indians own most of the
I
damn
said that.
businesses over there, sir.
They
Don't
own
say
a couple of businesses, but
not
but
a
I got
couple,
news for you though. But
not
I
a
got news for you
couple.
though. In the black
No,
community, that's
no,
the same.
no, no. Don't no. No. We've been over there, sir. We've seen the owners of the stores there. There are
The
the
Indians.
Asians and the East Indians, sir. The black
I think y'all call them coolies. Yeah, I think y'all call them coolies.
locals don't own a lot of that stuff. That's why they're selling stuff on the roads and in the little open markets out there, sir. Not to
That's a
disparage,
complete lie. So I'm not going to entertain
a
it. But I
lie.
will say this:
That's not a
the
lie,
Arabs own every store in the black community. The Chinese, they own every
sir.
nail shop. They own every hairdo shop. So
They
you're
own
not
a lot.
describing anything
And
that you're not
we're
already familiar with.
14%. We're 14% of the population. You're 99% of the population, and the Asians and all these people own the majority of the businesses there.
Absolutely not
So
99%
that's
of
a
the population,
problem, sir.
probably in the 80s.
Sir,
And black
y'all
Americans
and
are
you
no
don't. And
longer
over
fully.
in Jamaica, Y'all don't have a Jamaican version of Tyler Perry. You don't have a Jamaican version of Oprah. You don't have a Jamaican version of some of the black entrepreneurs. You don't have a Jamaican version of a Tariq Nasheed over there, sir. Y'all don't have that. Just be
Sir,
honest.
we do not want a version of a Benedict Arnold in our country. That's number one. Number
Oh,
two,
oh,
again,
y'all,
you're not.
y'all a bunch of Benedict Arnolds because it was y'all Jamaicans turning on your boy Marcus Garvey. Y'all
I
were the
said
ones
that,
turning him in, and
Kwame. I told you that. I was like, yo, you say Marcus Garvey all the time. I was like, yo, but your people's turned on him. I've been telling you that. I was like, yo, they turned his back. He never came back to Jamaica. I still think he's a scammer, but it just y'all turned on him.
Number
oh,
two,
oh,
again, you're not.
y'all a bunch of Benedict Arnolds because it was y'all Jamaicans turning on your boy Marcus Garvey. Y'all were the ones turning him in and infiltrating his movement, working for the FBI. Y'all were the Benedict Arnolds, and he couldn't
Damn.
even
So
get a
you
job.
admit that we do have a version of Malcolm X, though,
Who?
Marcus Garvey.
Y'all didn't like Marcus Garvey, so that don't count. Marcus Garvey got
Highly
shitted on.
irrelevant.
Y'all shitted on Marcus
He's not
Garvey in
popping in
Jamaica.
America, man.
Marcus Garvey left Jamaica in disgust. When he left Jamaica, he died in Britain for a reason. He said Jamaica is the most silliest country ever.
Oh
He went
shit.
back to Jamaica after he left the US and ran for office, and y'all elected a white man over him. So
Damn.
don't play the Marcus Garvey game. Y'all didn't like Marcus Garvey, and the Pan African movement didn't get started in Jamaica. He had to come over here to get that started, sir. So you're not going to remix history. We're not going to do that, sir.
FBA's is not in a position to talk. You just
Yes,
elected
we are.
Joe Biden. Not only did he said if you don't vote for him,
That's
you're
what
not
I was
black.
gonna say.
He also said if
Salute to you, Rando. Thanks, man.
Haiti fell off the face of the earth and sank into the ocean, nobody would give a damn.
Who
And he
said
doesn't
that?
need so
Who said that?
Joe Biden.
What the hell does that have to do with foundational Black Americans?
Foundational Black
This
Americans
sound
is
like
some
first
tap
time.
dancing Joe Biden loving coons. That's what. That's a connection.
You mean the Jamaican one?
I hope you're enjoying yourself, man. Like I said, yo, y'all could go crazy in the live chat. You know, I'll answer the questions and stuff like that. And sometimes our shows is like 3 hours, 4 hours long, 5 hours. It's just like, yo, we get lit out here, man. Yo, we have a good time, you know. Um, but yeah, that's yo, say what's up to everybody. You know, do your thing, do your trolling. If you have opinion, put it in there. Yeah, have fun, man.
Woman who's his vice president? Like her? Like your people?
She's not black. She's Asian.
No,
That
she's Jamaican like you. She's
she's
Jamaican like you, and she's the head mammy in charge. So you're
He's at the
speaking on
head
your own
mammy in
people, sir.
charge.
well, as you said
You
earlier,
got a
that
Jamaican tether
doesn't.
mammy sitting right
Oh
up under Joe
shit.
Biden, and you talking about foundational Black Americans? Really?
Well, as you said earlier, that one person is not the exception.
Oh,
We
stop.
don't even claim Kamala
Oh,
Harris. Her
oh,
Here
own daddy
we
no,
visited
go.
her
stop.
while she was running
That's
for
your
vice president,
girl.
buddy.
Here we
Oh,
You know what I'm
go.
saying?
that
Let's just
coon man
get our heads
trash.
wrapped
That,
around these facts real quick.
oh, man, y'all come from Jamaica bed wenching and mammying it up left and right. Let's stop playing games. All right?
Yo, so
Y'all are some of the biggest white ass kissers out in the game, sir.
Hey man, like I said, ain't nobody safe, even myself. Kwame be trolling me all the time. It's cool. It's just like, yo, you know what? It gives us thick skin. So that's why I say, like, yo, have fun, man. If you troll, you troll, man. Like I always say, this is no harm, no foul here. You know, like you get crazy, you get crazy. You know, we have a good time here. Kwame don't take that shit serious. You know, he be talking about Pan Africanism and like black Americans all the time. And I have to explain to him, like, yo, you can't say that if your country, you know, y'all ain't got no toilets in your country, you know? Oh, yeah, we most are plumbers and stuff, so why won't y'all create a toilet in Jamaica then? You know, so it's like I said, it's no harm, no foul here. You know, just have a good time. That's all we do.
yeah, like Fannie Willis and goddamn Letitia James
At
and
least Fannie
black
Willis,
women in
at least her
general.
brother was banging her. She wasn't banging the white men. The Caribbean women, they come from Jamaica, the Naomi Campbells and
Yeah, I know, but we have fun here. We all have fun and stuff. We don't take that stuff serious. because we get into deep stuff, then we get into stuff like this. This is a question that makes us think, and like this is kind of a reparation question because you know how we first all started, and I'm sorry to pause this, but you know how we all got started where black and brown coalition and people of color coalition and black in Africa, we all from Africa, yada yada yada, slave ships, all this other stuff. But once everybody's on a fair, playing field, we start to see who's turning on us. We start to see which people who are asking for help. We start to ask, like, yo, where are these people who are wilding out? So this is why I said, like, yo, are these people fetishizing about white people? Because these people defend them all the time. It's not their fault. It's victimhood. It's not their fault. It's the Jews. It's not their fault. It's y'all being lazy. Like, we hear all the excuses in the world, but we don't hear accountability that they take. We never hear accountability. Now it's time to ask the questions like, yo, what are these motherfuckers doing? Why are they, like, caping for these people?
And all of them, they go find the first white man they can find. They're the biggest bed wenches on earth. Let's not play.
That's not true. The Cynthia G's of the world are the biggest bed
Oh
wenches.
Lord,
The
Cynthia G.
swirlers are the biggest bed wenches on earth.
Cynthia G, she's somebody that we call out. She doesn't count. She's somebody that
Yep,
we
we call
have
them out.
ostracized. And she has a bald head and she's
Nigga
completely
said
different. We
bald
don't even
head.
think she's from the planet Earth. So she doesn't count.
How
But
about Don Lemon? And what's that other lady that commentates for CNN?
Testing.
Is she one of y'all?
who?
Testing.
All them black wenches
Joy
we're
Reid?
talking about
With,
swirling and stuff.
with Joy Reid? Who are you talking about? And
Joy Reid, exactly who I'm talking about.
she's African. She's not one of us. She's not a foundational Black American. She's from the Congo or some shit. And Don
Oh,
Lemon
well, I
is
give
buck
you
broke.
that one. You don't
And
want to claim Joy Reid now.
yeah, and Don Lemon is buck broken and moist. So that don't mean shit. That don't mean a
Well,
goddamn thing, sir. That don't mean anything, sir. You over here enjoying everything that foundational Black Americans created for you, sir. So
I know, I know, I
appreciate.
agree.
You should be
And
appreciated.
that's why I said, I'm saying I'm rooting for you guys the whole time. When you get up out of your bed, you put on clothes that was invented by the cotton gin, that was invented by a black man. When you drive down the street, it was probably paid by a black man. And when you get to the stop sign, that was invented by a black man, you stop. So I'm rooting for y'all. But, I'm saying in some ways, y'all are completely retarded because I'm rooting for y'all, and at the same time, y'all rooting for the Mexicans to come across the border and talking about they just want a better life for
But
themselves.
you
They'll do
can't
the
speak on,
jobs that
sir. You fled your homeland that you left in shambles, and you're trying to sell us that it ain't
live.
so bad. It is so bad, sir. That's why you left.
Sir,
If it
you
were so
do
good, you
not
wouldn't
know
have
what the
left,
fuck you are talking about. The,
sir. If it was so
Jamaica is
good, you
not
wouldn't
in
have left.
shambles. Just Google it. You have a phone, don't you? Jamaica is not
I
in
don't need to
shambles.
Google.
Cut it
I've been
out.
there. I don't need to Google anything. I've been there.
Well, your recollect. We're not going to depend on Tariq Nasheed's recollection to get a good
The
perception
proof
of the
is,
world.
Yeah, Jamaica's is in shambles, man. I'm just being personally honest. We're not saying it don't have its good parts, but y'all niggas don't even have paved roads like that, you know. And like niggas is running around playing soccer with no sneakers on and shit. So we gotta look at that and say like, yo, what the fuck is going on in Jamaica? You know?
you.
Around us.
The
We're
proof
not.
is the proof is you ain't over there. You got the hell on. So you're my proof. You're over here in my shit. That's the proof that it ain't popping. You.
Again, that's not the reason why I'm over
Yes,
here
it
in
is.
my shit. I'm over
Yes,
here in
it is.
my shit because it's mad comfy. Y'all made the
Because we
bed
made it,
for us
and
to
you're
lay,
welcome. And
and y'all
because
got
we made it
y'all
comfy,
are getting kicked
and
out.
we made
You
it
should feel
comfy,
bad
and we
about
made
that.
it comfy by not fleeing. We made it comfy by not fleeing and building something so that people will be comfortable, and people who are non-white would be comfortable. See, that's what you do when you don't flee. You can create places that are comfortable. That's why Jamaica ain't comfortable for you. You got to bounce
Jamaica
because
is super comfortable, but
it's
you should have a
comfortable on
problem with
the white owned resorts that they have to keep walled up and don't let y'all in,
Facts.
and then
See,
warn the
cause
tourists not to go outside of the resorts at night because one of your people might hit them on the head with a jerk chicken bone and rob them, nigga. So let's not sell the
another
Wakanda back,
problem with
brother.
NBA. Everything you got to reduce everything to a joke because you don't have any
I'm
concrete
telling the
evidence
truth.
to support your argument.
I'm
But
telling the
anyway,
truth, brother.
you have never seen on American news anything of consequence going down in Jamaica. You're just full of shit on that. On
It
that
ain't
front.
nothing
But
popping. Ain't nothing to report. It ain't popping.
exactly, there's nothing to
Who
report. That people just over there.
who wants to go show the little shanty towns and the dirt roads and the E. coli rivers and shit?
I
And
told
who
you.
wants to see that? We know what it is. Yeah, yeah. That's nothing to report. You understand? And I love my
But
Jamaican
Jamaicans
people.
aren't even fleeing based on asylum. Jamaicans aren't
Jamaicans
even
No, you
pay
flip
illegal
where
because you ain't got.
black natives live. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Because at the end of the day, yo, these people treat them like shit, and they oh hey white man, they got this like god complex problem, like they're trying to help them and stuff like that. Or like, oh yeah, we're the only ones can help them. We got to take their resource. Yo, my nigga, I was watching this shit that with Abraham, that dude Abraham that y'all was talking about in the line was said to the French. He said, yo, y'all can't get nothing else from this fucking country ever again. He's like, yo, we will fight y'all if y'all come back on here. Y'all gotta get y'all shit and go. He said, he's like, they had this dude say, yo, you wouldn't even know what to do with this stuff if it wasn't for us. You know, we made y'all feel like family on some shit like that. And they out there freaky deaky raping these fucking people in West, was it in Africa and stuff like that. That's why a lot of people don't like the French. They some fucking nasty freaks. Like, let's personally be honest. Niggas don't like the French. They like 14-year-old girls and stuff. They like young women. Like, we could talk about the Arabs all day. They be marrying 13-year-old girls and shit like that. Yeah, we could say that. But the French ain't no far from it. They be doing the same shit. So, yeah, we got. And what's his name? Thomas Jefferson was a nasty pervert freak, too. He was a predator. He got a 13-year-old girl pregnant. Thomas Jefferson was a nasty fucker. Salute. So we can't just be like, oh, yo, you know, these we this is what I'm gonna say. We can't just have these Europeans or these white supremacies spreading all this shit, talk about, oh yeah, these people are predators, these people are predators. Like, yo, your whole culture was being a predator. Like, y'all preyed off the natives, y'all preyed off these little girls, y'all preyed off. Christopher Columbus had a 12-year-old brothel. Like, these girls were 12-year-old in a brothel. The native Americans in the Caribbean islands. But this nigga deserves a fucking statue. Oh yeah, he was one of our forefathers. No, nigga, he's one of your forefathers. He's one of your forefathers. That pervert, that nasty, he should have got his dick cut off. That's how on some shit I'm on. He's nasty.
Got nothing popping over there, and you
They got
also
Jamaicans
don't
aren't
build
illegal
anything.
you gotta get
immigrants.
the hell
A
out of that
You're
vast
motherfucker. Yep.
majority of them
We
come
good.
over here legally.
fleeing because you don't have anything popping over there, sir. You failed over there. That's
Sir,
why
you
you.
failed over here. You did all that building up as you claim so the Mexicans could come take it from you. And you should feel sad about that. You did all that
That's a
building up and now
fantasy.
you're
That's some kind of
you're
fantasy
not you're
projection
not fleeing
because the
America, you're
Asians.
getting kicked
No,
out of
no,
America.
no. Because the Asians are smacking you around over there on your homeland and taking over. You're trying to pretend that we're getting sunned by Mexicans and getting our asses kicked. What fantasy are you on? What
Facts.
Sir, you keep
Mexicans are
saying
kicking
but
our
you
ass?
keep saying that
What
these
Mexicans are kicking
Jamaicans
our what stop. What Mexicans are kicking what ass is getting kicked? What are you talking about? Who? Who's getting their asses kicked by a damn Mexican?
You keep saying these people are freeing their.
Yeah, he deals with the more of the ethnogenesis. Um, I have a little issue with him. It's like he makes good content. It's just like, yo, just stop fucking with Tariq. If you don't like King Flex, just say, oh yeah, I don't like him. Say your piece and that's it. But when you try to target him, you just kind of look crazy. Like you don't have to do all of that. Yo, you're already dope. Like niggas is gonna support you because you and Tariq Nasheed is on the same bullshit. It's just y'all just can't get along. Y'all just on some petty shit. Well, you are because he says shit about you. Um, cause yo, I'm gonna say this. This internet shit is a motherfucker. I'm this podcasting shit is a motherfucker. I'm just gonna sit here and tell y'all this. We can finish this shit, but I gotta be honest. It's a motherfucker because yo, you'll have somebody who talking the same bullshit that you talking, and I don't mean like bullshit like oh yeah your shit it's irrelevant. It's just like you have the same motherfucker talking the same shit you're talking, but both of y'all niggas don't get along because of some dumb shit. You know, like his shit is dope. It's just like yo, you can't just be trying to attack FBAs. We get like he's on yo. He's perfect on ethnogenesis and talking about ethnogenesis. His talking points is on point, but at the end of the day, you can't battle no FBA because yes, yes he is. That's what I like about him. But don't try to battle no FBAs. Like people gotta understand. We come from this territory. All right, if y'all ever watched the Star Report show, he said don't trust them niggas from the 1960s because they're hateful people. Because the only thing that they see was racism. So them niggas will shoot you. You can't play around. You can't play around like how niggas be playing around with these niggas in this generation now. These niggas from this generation now is starting to attack niggas. They're starting to get on cold, but 10, 15 years ago, they'd be like, oh, up my hands up. No, nigga, yo, you hurt my child, niggas is gonna attack your family. Like black Americans is on that shit now. Like nigga, I'm dumbing out because of you. You know, I'm dumbing out because you did some foul shit to my family. You're not gonna be doing this racism shit. I just told y'all, like, yo, two Ku Klux Klan members just got packed out, and now they with their ancestors. Them niggas got killed fucking around with black people, doing that racist shit. And this is why we gotta talk about this shit tomorrow. I do want to do it tonight, but I gotta go to work tonight. Um, so I'll do it in the morning around 9:30. But yeah, them niggas got packed out. Sent home to their ancestors to hell. You know, them niggas is in hell right now. You know, but hey, it came with the territory. You wanted to do what you wanted to do. You wanted to go around black people doing that nigger shit, talk about oh you niggas and all this and that. Y'all was my slaves. Yeah, niggas packed you out. And niggas don't know who did it. I've been asking white people what they going to do when black America gets tired of that. Yeah, now look at this is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna give you a little hint of what I'm gonna say tomorrow. These white people always got these code words for us. First we were lazy, then we were on crack. We were crack babies and all this other shit. Then we didn't know how to act. Then we were Pan African. And we defined all of that. We found a way how to get out from under all of that places and say like, yo, we're not that. This is what y'all think of us. You think we're lazy because we don't do your work. You think we're crack babies because at the end of the day, y'all put crack in the epidemics. But we got to understand there's more crackheads, white people at those times. So we figure out there were more white people. Then it's an epidemic. They got to word these words, epidemic. Oh yeah, yo, y'all got this victim manhood where y'all think people are just attacking you and y'all just lazy. The Myron Gaines. We fight back and defend ourselves. Now we got this new fucking word. They're trying to demonize us and dehumanize us. We gotta talk about that shit because at the end of the day, these words are just saying these are just words that just call us a nigger. And I'm just gonna be personally honest. They're making up these words to make us to say like, yo, y'all just niggers. That's what these words are. It's just another way of saying you're a nigger. Now these people are just coming out and saying it, and when these niggas get packed out in front of their kids and shit, oh, you should have never did that. But y'all don't want me to defend myself? Y'all got a problem with me defending myself? It's like, damn if we do, damn if we don't. So now we don't give a fuck anymore. You could call us all the monkeys you want, but we better not see you. We putting hands on people. Niggas is getting packed out because of y'all trying to bring this shit back to the 1960s. We're not Martin Luther King. We're not the John Lewises. We're their uncles. We're the uncles and the aunties who was fucking niggas up back in those days. This is what people have to understand. Oh yeah, if he's trying to bully you, why didn't you call the police? No, 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 no. We have policies in these states. Stand your ground law. I get busy out here. You put your hands on me, I pop you. I pop two slugs in you. I was feared for my life. All he has to say, I was feared for my life. I had to tell one guy that. Oh, girl called me a nigga and stuff like that. I was like, yo, if she put her hands on me, I'm gonna have to shoot her. Oh, she's a woman. Nigga, we don't give a fuck. That's your country. I was like, yeah. I was like, yo, y'all fetishize white people in Nigeria. We don't do that shit in America. We never wanted to be white. We're the only people that say, yo, if you can be any other race ever, what race you'll be. We're the only ones that say, yo, we don't want to be nothing else but black. No matter how much we went through, we're the only one who say, yo, I don't want to be any other race. I only want to be black. You might get a few coons that'll say white or Mexican or some other shit. But other than that, no. You got most people saying that, yo, we don't want to be nothing but black. That's it. We're happy who we are.
They're fleeing their country, but they're
I just asked you a question because you keep talking about foundational Black Americans are getting beat down and getting our asses kicked by Mexicans. Who?
bro. Fucking what's his Tamir Rice got shot down for playing with a toy gun. These
That's a
Mexicans
cop.
jumped and beat up a
What? Okay, you tethers don't have an argument, so y'all just say anything. You're all over the place.
Like
I'm
that
asking
shit,
you
man.
about Mexicans, and you talking about Tamir Rice getting shot by a cop. What is that? What does that have to do with anything? And Caribbeans come over here and get shot by cops too, and then go hug the damn people who shot them. So what
Mm-hmm.
you talking about? Like Botham John's family up here hugging the damn white woman
Who
who
she
shot
killed her brother.
the kinfolk. So what you talking about?
I'm talking
Yo.
about the disparity in the judicial system when the immigrants could
Here
gang
we
up on
go.
some cops.
Okay. He has to go. Okay. Now this is tether babble. All right. When tethers lose arguments, they just start grasping for any kind of straw they can grasp for. They just start saying anything.
That's the shit I was telling y'all about. It's just like, yo, that guy fetishizes about white people, man. It's a fetish. They think that they're gonna save him. Oh, hold on, let me see what you said. Hold on one second. White people have always made people kill people killable. So people. Yeah, they're okay with us being targets. That's the crazy part. They're all right with us being targets, but when we fight back, there's a fucking problem. That's why black people's like, yo, we don't want to hear that bullshit. You know, that's why people's like, yo, that kid did what he was supposed to do. He was supposed to pop that. He was supposed to stab that other kid. You know, because at the end of the day, what happened if he got beat up? He would have been slammed around. People would have been laughing, recording, thinking the shit's a joke, thinking it's he's looking, he's getting picked up. Then we would have had white supremacy talk about, oh yeah, look at that monkey getting what he deserved. He should have never started it. That's what would have been said. So we don't want to hear like, oh, these black people are violent and like I said yesterday, these white people used to kill people and say like, yo, over saying hi to their woman or saying, oh, yo, you look beautiful today, giving your woman a compliment. Nigga will slap you with the glove. Whack! I'm gonna defend my honor of my wife. I challenge you to a battle. Nigga pulls out a knife or a gun. Yeah, nigga, white people wild out. They'll wild the fuck out, man. Like we don't know what the fuck is going on. You be like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Why is this nigga got a knife in his hand? Talk about he challenging in this guy. But but I got a little bonus. We're gonna watch a little bonus. A little roast session. They said this is a roast session. I haven't seen this one yet, but I'm gonna watch this with you. We're gonna watch this
last
together.
night, okay?
Zulu, your people kicked out.
Hey guys, we've got Tariq Nasheed here.
Who was Tariq Nasheed?
Zulu bought
Let's
that
do it,
jacket at
Rashid.
Burlington Coat Factory.
Oh
Rick
shit.
Rashid is not here. Zulu.
Oh
Zulu,
no.
Rashid is the Lord.
Zulu, your people kicked out all.
No, he's
Hey,
actually here, guys.
hey, we have to ask you, young man, why are your people strippers and thugs?
See?
You're saying wow.
You see that? This is Africa now. We already talked about the Caribbeans. Now the Africas. See that white supremacy ideology he just spit out? He just said, yo, why are your women strippers and thugs? Watch.
Hey, we have to ask you, young man, why are your people strippers and thugs?
You're saying why foundational Black American strippers are thugs, and how's everybody doing? By the way, this is Tariq. How's everybody doing?
Shut up, nigga.
Good.
Sir, I'm doing good, sir. How you doing, sir?
That's good. Oh, we got.
Be
I
nice to
don't like
Tarek,
yo. I
man.
don't like
Be
yo.
nice.
Oh,
Why y'all bring him? Why
I
y'all bring this nigga up
I
here?
love y'all. I hear anger
What
in
up,
here.
Taco?
Facts.
I hear some anger in
They
here.
are.
When is Butt Bacon 2 coming out?
Okay.
So I call that, yo, what you just said, I just call it they got this like Batman syndrome. I call it Batman syndrome because Batman was a vigilante. What he was doing, he think he was like saving the community. He's doing the justice of the community. Stopping villains and all this other stuff. So when white people see black people, they see us as villains. They see us as, oh yo, they're criminals and like they're destroying my town or my community. I gotta stop them. And this is how motherfuckers get killed out here. You killed the innocent person that you know nothing about, that you think is a thug, and two, you get killed because this nigga probably got a gun and this is stand your ground law and you touched the nigga and you wasn't supposed to do that and shit just got serious.
When we finish auditioning your father, I hear some anger in here. Where's the anger
Oh,
coming from?
shit, fuck,
Okay, I hear anger. Why is there anger in
Y'all let this king talk. Let this king
He
talk.
look
I'm
like the nigga
angry.
that
King,
played
because
Juana Man.
you're fucking shit.
When your African kings are talking, you listen, Wena, okay? Your African superiors are talking, you listen, okay? So you have to behave here.
That is
Who is
correct.
this
That
Twitter
is
warrior
correct.
superior?
That is correct. I will listen to the African Kings because I need to know.
Well, you are a Twitter personality.
I,
Shut the
I
fuck
need
up
to
and
know.
sit back.
I need to know when my Uber arrives, so I will listen for
Oh
you.
no.
So I definitely will listen for the African Kings then. But what else? What are we talking about today, sir?
Yeah, I was trying to
Young
get
man,
on this song to wash your ass. I want to get on the remix.
anyways, young men, we're talking about why Africans are superior to the foolish black Americans, strippers and thugs. You can answer the question, young man.
Superior how? How are you superior, sir? That's a question. If you're superior, superior how?
Zulu, answer the question.
Oh, I have to respond to him. Oh, okay, young man. We are superior in every single way, young man. We have the better beaches, we have our own culture. We don't have our slave masters' last names. Our women are not strippers. Our sons are not child soldiers because got your bloods and the crips over there that are shooting up each other. So that's why we're superior. Also more intelligent. You look at African immigrants. You look at the average household income. It's higher than the foolish black Americans.
So why do you have Boko Haram kidnapping whole villages in your homeland, sir?
Oh no!
Hey, young man, let me just direct you. Those Boko Haram guys are FBA terrorists sent to destroy the continent of Africa.
Zulu's
And,
Nigerian.
Facts,
and
you have
that's
to
in
beat the dude up
Nigeria. He's not
sometimes.
Nigerian.
Oh, okay. So now we're picking and choosing which African nation is what. So that's what we're doing. So if we're talking about different nations and ethnicities, we're a different nation and ethnicity as well. So what's superior? I want to know what's superior. And what is your culture, by the way? What exactly is your culture?
Zimbabwean.
Okay, what's Zimbabwean culture?
You mean Rhodesia?
First of all, I'm glad that you gave me a country that's not mine. So you can attack that country all you want. That's good stuff. But Tariq, right, they asked what my culture was. Young man, that's none of your business, young man.
But you brought it up, sir.
He's South African, the rape capital of the world.
He's
Oh
not South African,
shit!
guys. He's not from South Africa.
So
Oh
He's
basically,
shit!
he's
Yo, niggas is
okay. A lot of
disrespectful.
people are
Hold on,
ashamed to say
Zulu
where
is
they're from.
whatever he wants to be.
He don't even want to claim it.
Yeah, there's. If you're so proud of your culture, why are you so ashamed to claim it, sir?
Young man, no one is ashamed of claiming anything here, young man. Unlike you have nothing to claim, young man.
Well, I don't claim fleeing. I definitely don't claim that.
Tariq, you fled to a white suburb. Shut the fuck up, man.
Well, stop it, sir. There's no
You
such
fled
thing
to a
as.
white suburb, bruv. The fuck
Stop
you
it,
talking
sir.
about?
That's
You
not
fled to a white
fleeing,
suburb so you
sir.
can make some money, cuz. Fuck you
Sir,
talking about?
that's broke
Sir,
Sambo
sir,
talk.
stop saying
That is
sir,
broke
you little
Sambo
bitch.
talk, sir. That is broke Sambo talk. I'm a
Broke Sambo
foundation of
talk. You
Black
fled to a
American.
white suburb.
No.
Y'all
This
need to
is my
get yourselves
land.
a McGriddle.
All of this is my land. I can live anywhere on my land I
All
want
of
to,
this
sir.
is my land. Bro, you're nothing
I'll
in
be right
America,
back.
bro.
Yes,
Shut
I
the fuck
do.
up, man.
Yes, we do. We
Bro,
fled.
debater, this man owns Rikers, okay? Get it straight.
So I hear a lot of jealous tether talk from people who fled.
Tether talk. Bro.
That's
Who
Young
would be jealous of you?
What?
Fentanyl backwood
Tether talk.
alcoholics.
young man, I'm speaking from my country right now, so I don't know what you are talking about, okay?
Sir, you're speaking from your taxi over in New York somewhere. You're not in your home country.
Young man, I'm in my home country, young man, okay? Unlike you, Tariq Nashi, you're not even in your home country. You think America is yours. You are nothing, young man. Anyways, we're going to let our African queen speak there. She has a hand up. Shan, speak.
And this is my country, by the way, sir.
Tariq, shut the fuck up. It's not
No.
You own
Ubuntu.
nothing in
I
America.
don't know what
And
black
what do you
Americans
own?
own here.
Ubuntu.
What do you own in America?
Stop it.
Tell me.
You don't own anything in your
Yeah,
homeland. That's why you fled.
Shut the fuck up, man. You don't own shit.
I own more than you,
are
and you
fucking
fled,
pathetic.
sir.
Section 8 vouchers don't count as ownership, okay, honey?
Nah, don't mute him.
And y'all the main ones who getting them. And I hear a British accent, so your ass went to
Who's
Britain.
British?
You're not even in your homeland.
Bro, this is how I can tell these fentanyl backwood alcoholics don't know shit because I don't have an English accent.
Exactly, young man.
Abiola, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Ubuntu.
My name is that Abiola, sir.
I was talking to Ubuntu. I wasn't talking to you, ma'am. Just hold your horses or hold your zebra. I'm sorry.
I mean, for the
we see that there's a lot of people requesting to speak. If you want to speak, follow the host and the co-host and Tariq over there. Then you can speak.
No, it's
Okay,
fucking
so
cultists.
Let's the jealousy. Why is there so much jealousy?
What
against
is there
black
to be
Americans?
jealous of? Why would we be jealous?
Because you're jealous because we are the face of black progress worldwide, and you're the face of failure.
Don't fucking laugh. You're the face of drug addicts.
Ma'am, you're the face of failure. That's why you
Who
left
is
your
the
homeland.
face of failure, please?
You, ma'am.
Bro, listen. Like 400 years, you're still begging for your life to matter, and you think I'm the face of failure. Don't even do it.
Young men, young men, the white men didn't consider you guys humans for 400 years. You are nothing. You're considered as tables, as a desk, and now you think you are the face of anything. You are not the face of anything, young men.
Tariq failed to make his museum. That's the reason why it's so quiet.
Stop
Tariq's
it.
name is not even Tariq.
You
He
failed
went
to
to
make your museum, bro.
jail.
You literally scammed
Stop
your
it.
own
You're
fucking
jealous of
followers.
our music, sir. You're
Tariq, why did you
jealous.
go to jail
You're
for murder and
It's
you
the
changed
same
your name
shit
to
over and
Tariq
over again.
Sir,
Nasheed?
You're fucking
sir,
pathetic, cuz.
sir. I
You failed
only,
to make your museum. Ha ha.
sir,
You're
stop
fucking
it,
pathetic.
sir.
Millions
Stop it,
fucking
Why
sir.
is your
followers.
wife
You
a
still ain't got the copy
biracial?
yet. You're pathetic,
Tariq
bro.
Nasheed,
Sir,
your mom's a
stop it.
bitch.
Okay, somebody's musty in here, and the must is getting you deluded and crazy in the mind. So you're just saying
Tariq, you
anything.
need to take
Your
a
mama
shower after
The
smoked too
spelling
much
must,
must,
crack,
the
okay?
Tariq.
must.
Your
It's the
mama
must for
smoked too
me.
much crack. You're mad at the wrong
It is the
person.
must for me. It's the must for me. You're mad and musty
You're a
and angry.
felon. You are a
Stop,
murderer. You should be
sir,
behind
Why did
prison
you
right
change your
now.
name
sir.
to Tariq Nasheed? You're
Sir,
a convicted murderer.
I murdered one person, and that was your father for being too
Oh my
musty in the
gosh.
Uber.
At least he finally admitted it, guys.
He was musty in the Uber, and I had to choke him because I was
No,
choking
I'm
off his
sorry. My
must.
father actually owns something in this country. He's the one taking your jobs.
Young men, why are you bragging about choking another man? Sexual. No, these black men look up to Lil Nas X. That's a role model, so I don't blame them.
Sir, it was self-defense. He was choking me with his must. I had to choke.
Niggas is
It was
crazy.
self-defense. I'm sorry. You shouldn't have been so musty. Tell him.
Yo, that's crazy. Yo, I'm just showing y'all this to show you how, like, yo, this is how these people think about us. And look how they talk. They talk like white people. They don't talk like, oh, yo, we're black, we're all black together and stuff. No, they talk like white people. White people talk like this. You know? So this is why there will never be a coalition. And this is why I always say, like, yo, these Caribbeans, these Africans, these Latinos, they're gonna have to fight for themselves. We will always be fine. We've been fighting for ourselves forever. You might have a few here and there that was from Caribbean or African, but other than that, nah, not really. You know, but these Africans have these Africans have these white talking points and stuff like that, and they cosplay of being us. It's so bad now.
In business, your drink.
It's so bad now that they don't even want to tell people that they're African. You know, like let's personally be honest, they don't even want to say that they're African anymore. But let's get this started.
Folks sit up here and try to criticize us for stuff that they turn their little degenerates into heroes for. And I was going back and forth with one of these white supremacists earlier. Listen, black people, let me tell you something. It's another thing. Stop letting them play the whole black on black crime and the blacks are criminals and 14% of the population and 50% of the crime. Man, stop letting them run that game. The white supremacists are the biggest criminals on damn earth, and they don't have no hero class. I want y'all to really get that in your head. See, with black folks, yeah, we got knuckleheads, but we cover the whole spectrum because we are such a diverse group. But foundational black Americans, we're very diverse. So we have some of the best and the brightest. We have some knuckleheads out here, but at least our best and brightest, we can balance out the knuckleheads because we have iconic heroes that are internationally recognized and respected. White supremacist society does not have any heroes. Who are they? Are there any suspected white supremacists in here? Who are your heroes? Their heroes are Kyle Rittenhouse, Daniel Penny, George Zimmerman. All of their heroes are damn degenerates.
Well,
there's no balance to their degeneracy. All of their heroes are degenerates. We have morally superior heroes and icons. We have the Dr. Kings, the Malcolm X's, the Harriet Tubmans, the Sojourner Truths, the Frederick Douglasses, the Ida B. Wells, the Rosa Parks. Oh my God, the list goes on. Betty Shabazz. So many phenomenal icons. Dr. Cobb, Professor James Small, living legends. Dr. Claude Anderson, a living legend icon hero. Biddy Mason. Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, Dr. Neely Fuller. We have icons, Asa Hillard, Dr. Tony Browder. Oh my God, the list goes on. We have iconic heroes in Black society. Dr. John Henry Clark. We can balance it out. White supremacists don't have no heroes.
Hell no.
The heroes are degenerates, right? Who are their heroes? And I was having a debate with a white supremacist, and he started naming some people. I said, who are your heroes? He said, Benjamin Franklin, Nikola Tesla, and a man named Henry Miller. Now, Henry Miller, he's a little known guy. He's not really this guy who he had his books banned because he was writing about his damn sex fantasies. That's your hero? Benjamin Franklin, a degenerate slave owner. He's a slave owner. That's your hero, a degenerate. If you were a slave owner, you're a damn degenerate.
Mm-hmm.
That's your hero. Nikola Tesla, who did some interesting things with science. Nikola Tesla was a freak. You know, Nikola Tesla was very moist, and this dude had a romantic relationship with a bird, a pigeon. Google what I just told you. I'm cutting his ass down with facts. Y'all didn't know that? Nikola Tesla had a romantic relationship with a pigeon. Google that. I'm not exaggerating. Just Google what I just told you. Then he said another hero in their community is Elon Musk. Lord. Okay. There's a class action suit where 6,000 black people are suing Elon Musk company right now.
Damn.
Okay. All right. That's your hero? Okay. You just proved my point. Okay. This is what I'm saying. Their heroes are degenerates, man. So don't let these people run no game on us. Boy, we got a spirit that's unmatched. Well, we have that spirit of Mojara. Look at the hashtag up there. That's that spirit we have.
Oh, shit,
we have
that
the
is
spirit
true.
of Mojara. That's unmatched, man. Let's get Dustin in here. Dustin.
This nasty ass motherfucking Nikola Tesla try to get freak nasty with a bird. Whose man's is this?
Dustin, hop on. Dustin Tucker. Dustin Tucker, hop on in here. Dustin? Where you at, Mr. Dustin Tucker?
Yo, what's up?
I'm good, man. How are you? Turn your microphone back on, Mr. Dustin.
My mic's good. What's up?
Okay, so what's on your mind, Mr. Dustin?
I'm saying, like, you want to sit here and you say that you are this, that, and the other. Like, it sounds like you are above me.
Now, why would you say that? I didn't say that.
I mean, I'm just saying it sounds like what you're sitting here perpetuating to all these people, that you're above me. Like, you're, defense, for whatever is above me.
Okay, well, let me ask you this, sir. Here's an honest question. Who are the heroes in your community? Who are the internationally respected heroes from your community?
I mean, heroes in my community, as far as like, why do I need heroes in my community? Like, why would I need something like that?
Everybody needs heroes to look up to and to attain to be.
When it comes to ideas for your bath project, you have options within options at Floor & Decor.
JetBlue makes...
Hey, yo, do any of y'all know any white heroes? Like, legit, like white freedom fighter heroes and shit like that? I'm just asking.
Right?
No, I don't need heroes in my community. I don't need somebody in my community to accentuate what I am.
That's not what it's for. All communities have some form of hero to that community. You don't have a hero? Your community doesn't have heroes, sir?
No, I don't associate myself with anybody of my community that is, sending coming to my defense. Like, I need to come to my own defense. Like, I don't understand where, whether it be white or black. Like, why do I need somebody to come to my defense?
Who said anything about? I'm talking about a basic hero, somebody
Yo, he sounds like he had a whole 8 pack.
past, present, future within your society who you can look up to and say, "Hey, I would like to be like that person. I admire what that person has done." Who there has to be because look for in our community it's Martin Luther King. That's one example. In our community, Foundation of Black American Community, Rosa Parks. So who's the Rosa Parks in your community?
Right, but what if there isn't that person in my community? Like
Well, that's my
I
point.
don't necessarily feel
That's my
like
point.
I'm black.
That's my point.
I don't
That's
necessarily
my
feel
point.
like I'm white. Like I feel like I'm in between the two. Like, cause I'm Native American, really. So I mean, like, who should
Lord,
I,
He sound like a
have that
$5 Indian.
connection with?
oh God, what tribe are you supposed to be from, sir?
I'm not even saying from any tribe. Like, honestly, I identify primarily as white. Like, who am I supposed to have
Right.
I
that sort
told
of,
you.
connection with?
Oh God. Okay. Thank.
I
I
told
just
you.
don't want to hear this horse shit. I
Five
just I'm
dollar
not gonna
Indian
waste time.
man.
I just don't want to hear it. He can't even get his damn lie straight. Oh God. Damn. I just don't want to hear it. He's already. I don't want. He's gonna sit here lying. He's Native American, but yeah, I'm really white because yeah, I'm about to unwrap that Native American lie.
Yeah, that's that
Here they go.
bullshit.
Because I'm about to really unpack that. He knew where that was going. I'm about to unpack that bullshit. So he had to change it. Well, yeah, I really identify as white. Yeah, I bet you do. Yeah. Yeah, don't let what's here and claim to be some damn Native American, a bunch of $5 Indians with no
Yeah, I
drop of
told
Native
you.
American ancestry in you whatsoever. You dig? Most black people who's been here for a long time, Foundation of Black Americans, have some type of black indigenous ancestry
Facts.
because some of the indigenous people here on this land were black people. And I really want y'all to start reiterating that too. Because that's very important because this is our land. We got to claim our damn land. This is our land too. We mixed in with the brothers and sisters who were brought over from Africa and some of the ones who came over from Africa before Columbus. We mixed in with all of that and we became an ethnogenesis group called Foundational Black Americans. We became a whole new group. Who's giving the thumbs down? Mr. Ike Burner? Oh,
He's an Ike
well, somebody
burner.
was giving the thumbs down. I was going to get Ike Burner in here. All right. Let's get some of these other people in here. Let's get Briano. Let's get Briano in here. Let's get Briano in the building. All right, Briano.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear
I
you.
appreciate you. It's my first time listening in one of your spaces, so thank you.
Okay, my man. I
No
appreciate you.
worries. Just based on just a few things that I've heard, from the beginning, from the Kyle Rittenhouse situation, to your position on like the white supremacists, and I appreciate what you said about Elon Musk and all that stuff.
Elon
I'm
Musk
kind of, I'm
rat.
still kind of trying to see where you land because based on all of that, it seems like mostly the Republican Party are more aligned with the things that you're against based on the conversation I've heard so far. So I guess my question is why would you or why does it seem like you would want the Democratic Party to lose? It seems like it's a spite situation because of maybe you feel like they haven't done enough to move your position forward over the years, but wouldn't that be kind of counterproductive?
Why would I support the Democrats?
No, not support the Democrats because earlier I think someone called in and you said we have to make sure that the Democratic Party loses, and I think
Yes.
one lady called in and said she's gonna stay home. Why wouldn't you
Mhm.
encourage? Maybe it doesn't get you all the way you want, but at least it gets you further away from something that you're completely against, which is the white supremacy, the Elon Musk of the world, and the Republican Party in general.
Oh, brother. The deadliest white supremacists are the Democrats, sir. You think the Democrats ain't run by white supremacists?
I won't deny that entirely, but overtly you can see it. I mean, just go through Elon Musk's feed, right? You can see it,
Mm-hmm.
plain as day. Great replacement theory he's pushing. He just met with Trump. So it seems like the Republican side are overtly pushing. Remember, they overwhelmingly supported Kyle Rittenhouse. That's one of the reasons why he got off, which I think he should have went to
And,
jail. You know what I mean?
and let me, oh, see, that's the trick. The Democrats supported Kyle too. The white liberal media, which is Democratic liberal run, they sat there protecting Kyle too. That area out there, and those look, a lot of these areas where black people are harmed and all of this weird stuff happens, a lot of this happens in Democratic run cities. When Mike Brown got killed, that was a Democratic run city. When Eric Garner got killed, Democratic run city. Just up there in Minnesota, when Philando Castile got killed, Democratic run city, and they don't do anything. They sat here and let black folks get slaughtered and sat up here pointing the finger when Trump got in office talking about, oh, look at Trump's America. No, we were getting slaughtered under the Democrats. Obama, when we were getting shot down in the streets almost every other day, their administration didn't punish anybody. Zimmerman, nobody. So the
Facts.
problem is we've been supporting the Democrats. See, we haven't been supporting the Republicans. We've been supporting the Democrats overwhelmingly in high numbers, and they sat out here and let us um, um, wither on the vine. So this is why we're letting them know, hey, it's time for y'all to pay up. And they're turning around, tooting their asses up to us, and we're going to turn around and toot our ass back up to them. That's where we are with it right now.
All right, fair. I appreciate that. I appreciate
There you
that.
go. Thank you so much. Get some more people on here. Man, no, we're not that. Slut Makeup Frank.
I'm all right.
That's what's on your mind.
Uh,
Some mental disability. There was a black autistic kid out here in San Bernardino who just got gunned down. Right. You said Beethoven. Beethoven was basically a mulatto. They called Beethoven a Moor. Yeah? You better learn some history. That's what I said. I'll be here. That shit, I'll be here all day debunking that. I can spend an hour on each of them names slowly debunking all of that shit. Dude, that's too easy. That's too easy. I'll let y'all handle that. Y'all handle that in the chat. When y'all catch him and deplete some producers.
Why do you separate black Americans from black immigrants, but you don't separate whites from Jews?
Because that's a religion.
I can say this. Jewish is like he says a religion, but say if it wasn't, we could say. How about did we say like, let's play hypotheticals. I know y'all niggas like hypotheticals. Let's say Jewish was a race. They're still under the white supremacy umbrella. So we're still gonna have problems with them because how they feel about Black America. They get on cold when they're around each other, and from different from us.
And Jew is not a location. You know what I'm saying?
There are a lot of people who a lot of Jewish people who identify as atheists, but they still consider themselves ethnically Jewish.
I don't know what their ideologies are, but a lot of them are still white. See, I don't really break white people up like that because the white supremacists, here's the thing, whatever religious background they have, they all operate as a unit when it comes to us. That's why it's different. With black immigrants, they don't operate as a unit when it comes to us. Too many of y'all will come over here and get with the white supremacists against us. Y'all get off code. That's the problem. Whites and Anglo whites and Jewish whites, when it comes to black people, they find a common ground and they all get.
They are, Polish, German, Ukrainian. Yeah, they all. Let me tell you something. Those are the only people that ever got kicked out of countries. They got kicked out of countries. They technically they wanted them out of Germany. And what's his name? Adolf Hitler. He was an Ashkenazi. I mean, he was an Austrian Jew. His mother was an Austrian Jew. So it's a weird situation because at the end of the day, how can we say he was a anti-Semitic and he was Semitic himself? So that's something that the Jewish people, the Jewish community is going to have to deal with.
Get on code. They put all of those little differences aside. That's why I don't let them break shit up when they try to talk about racism. Well, no, it was really the Jews. No, it was really the Anglos. They play that game. We were enslaved by Anglo white supremacists, atheist white supremacists, Jewish white supremacists. All of them were on code selling us to each other, to each of them rather.
So
yeah, I don't break them
all
up.
black people are victims of white supremacy too, just like how
Yes,
all
they are.
whites are white supremacists. So shouldn't you like differentiate like between like Jews who control the hip hop industry, for example, versus the white Christians who tend not to do that?
Now, should I separate the Jews who control the hip hop industry? What do you mean?
Jews control hip hop. Like they just put a black face in front of it, but
no, they don't. No, they don't. They control the record industry. They don't control hip hop. Hip hop is not just the record industry. They don't control hip hop.
Yes, they do.
If I want to have a hip hop concert tomorrow, I can have one, and I don't have to have a Jewish person or a white person do anything to stop me or help me or intervene with me doing that. Facts. So what are you talking about?
Well, they do control like the entertainment industry.
And the record industry. They control the record
entertainment industry. And I think that's why like a lot of like blacks in that world don't criticize them or can't say anything about them.
No, we criticize them.
So
we criticize them, but we don't separate them because they do the same thing as white people.
It would be.
Look at Andrew Schultz. Andrew Schultz was talking about sexually violating somebody. That's how white people joke around. Talk about sexually violating each other. I'll fuck you in the ass. No, I'll fuck you in the ass. They on some shit like that.
Better if like people like you can separate like Anglo whites and Jewish whites.
Why? Because what's the difference between an Anglo white supremacist and a Jewish white supremacist?
They're different. Like
how so?
So Jews, like they there's a sector of their society that pushes all of this degeneracy and they put an FBA face on it. And
Anglo society does that too.
And there's a lot of Jewish people in Hollywood who do it too.
And Anglos too. So yeah, what's the difference? There's no difference. You're just proving that there's no difference. Anglos do that too.
Which Anglos do it too, because it's primarily Jewish people who control Hollywood. So
that's cap.
All of the entertainment sectors, all of the white supremacists do it. Name the Anglos who don't do it. I mean, all of them do it. Every network. Now, Jewish people don't own every single network, but all of the networks portray us in a disempowering light. So there's no difference.
So there's no difference between a Jewish or white supremacist and an Anglo white. So just
pay attention, everybody. See how he's caping for the white man. He's blaming the Jewish man now, and they both the same thing. This is the shit that we gotta watch out for.
It's white supremacists, but when it comes to blacks.
Right. What's the difference?
You guys divide it into like Caribbeans, Nigerians, FBAs, but we're all victims of white supremacy.
And here's the thing, sir. The way we react to the victimization is different.
Facts.
Because foundational Black Americans, we challenge the victimization. No, a lot of y'all kind of go along with it.
You guys have been losing. We have been losing. Because you can't show me an FBA society where FBAs control the society, where it's prosperous. You guys build societies like America for your masters, but you guys don't.
Told y'all pay attention.
You guys can't run a society as well as.
Oh yeah, bushmeat babbling. Yeah, bushmeat babbling. I think no, that's a white. That's a tether. That's a guy from Africa. Oh yeah, I thought he was white for a second too. Yeah, he's African. Most likely West Africa, West or South.
Right. What society has your culture ran?
We haven't run any society. Blacks all over
Right.
the world have been losing.
Right. So white supremacy is global. What part of Africa are you from?
I was born here, but my parents are from Nigeria.
Told you. West
And it
Africa.
sounds like, with all due respect, you've been buck broken, sir. So you're
Yeah.
not going to really fight white.
That's why I was like, yeah, Mabel Babel. Nah, he sounds like he's a tether. He was an anchor baby, you know? White thinker, yeah. Oh yeah, he's a white thinker. Oh yeah. Like White Daddy. He loves White Daddy, you know? It's just it is what it is, man. You know what? Let's stop right here. I'm gonna land right here. Actually, we can listen to some
White
more.
supremacy. And you
Wait,
fled from that.
What
The family had to flee.
what does butt broken mean?
Okay.
Yo,
Well, have you seen my movie Buck Breaking?
you're gonna give me a copy straight,
No,
my
I have
man.
not.
Oh
Okay.
shit, he's gonna give me a copy.
I'm trying to be nice about it.
Peekaboo,
Okay, it's just
I see
someone being
you.
gay.
Shucka,
Yeah,
shucka,
okay.
shucka.
Okay. We can say that. Okay.
Yeah.
So when did you get turned out?
That's Sylvester.
Uh,
So back in the '80s, niggas used to get crazy to that song. Niggas had coca in their nose, dancing real fast. Dun, dun, dun. You make me feel, yeah. niggas was coked out there by listening to house music. It's house music, but niggas used to be at those drag parties. Oh yeah, them drag parties was lit. Oh yeah, yo. Let me tell you how house music evolutionized music. It used to be mostly gay people there, but yo, you catch mad hood niggas there just dancing to the music because they like the music. Dun, dun, dun. So they used to see trannies, fucking niggas with lace fronts, transgenders, fucking cis women, fucking yeah, niggas who cut their wee off and everything. Niggas just didn't know. Niggas was just lit out there with coke in their nose, dancing. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, Sylvester, man. Then you got Studio 52, 54. Everything went on in there. Yeah, man, everything.
when did you get turned out? You're the one who's so concerned about someone being gay. I think you're projecting.
You make feel.
Yeah, I can see why the Jews give you the money, Tariq. I can see why. You do a lot of.
Yo, niggas is yo.
I hope you do.
I was born in the '80s. That's how I know all this music, and I used to like house music. I love house music. Frankie Knuckles, you got Jamie. Then the shit evolves into oh yeah, you can't forget about Little Lewis in the world. Then after that, it evolves to Crystal Waters and fucking I'm not Frankie Knuckles. Was it Corona? You got Hardaway from fucking Trinidad. Yeah, niggas is lit. Yo, house music, yo. Let me tell you something. House music was created by black people. Most people think it's in England or Europe. No, that shit was created in house music by black people. The forefather is Frankie Knuckles from I think Brooklyn or Bronx, but he started the shit in Chicago. The reason why they call it house music because it was in a warehouse. The music started in a warehouse, so they call it house music. Yeah.
Do well. You do. I hope you do well.
This is the game changer that everybody has been asking for.
Yeah, niggas was lit out there, man.
Yeah.
Okay,
and that's a dude too.
No, I'm not
singing
even
it.
trying to be funny, brother. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to be funny.
I don't even care about being gay or not. I just want
you're gay
yeah.
Man. And that's okay.
Okay,
that's
now
okay.
prove me wrong. Where
Then when we say it was so petty about King Flex, look at the fucking picture. Yeah. My nigga really had to put that picture out like that. Yo, that picture look crazy.
You
Okay,
point to a society where FBAs run it, where they can
okay,
like where they're prosperous. Name
okay.
the place.
Prosperous.
Now we don't run anything because we're still under the thumb of white supremacy. But the thing is, we've carved a niche so that we can be prosperous and other black people can be prosperous. And that's why you fled over here. And we're prosperous and you're allowed to prosper because somebody had to challenge these white supremacists to say, hey, enough is enough. We're not going to sit here and starve now. You're not going to have us do all the work and we're going to pay taxes and we don't benefit from some of the resources. So somebody had to fight for that. Everybody couldn't be buck broken and everybody couldn't run. Somebody had to stand up to these degenerates, and that was foundational black Americans because you weren't doing that in Nigeria. Y'all let these white supremacists come take over your homeland, and you're the majority over there, and they still over there whooping down on people now.
All right, I'm gonna land right here, man. The nigga kicked his back in. That's bad. So I'm gonna say this. I think it is a fetishize of them and stuff. I feel like, yo, you know what? They've been getting their ass whooped so long, they just want to be on the winning team. And there's some black people that feel like that. Foundational black Americans feel like that, but it's very rare. You know, you got your Jason Whitlocks and you got your fucking what's that motherfucker's name? Jason Lee Pete. Not is it Jason Lee Peterson? I think. Yeah. Um. Is it bad? It's very bad because at the end of the day, y'all are not gonna get y'all countries back. I'm gonna be personally honest. The way how y'all are and the way how things is going, I think y'all gonna turn on Abraham. I'm gonna be personally honest. I think most of y'all African country, or if not half, will turn on Abraham. But we like, yo, let the white man do his job because your shit's fucked up. And I'm gonna just be personally honest. I don't think I would. I thought I would never see it in 1,000 years ever again, but I could see them doing that. Especially, I feel like Nigeria is gonna be the first one to turn. That's just how they are. The people have, because you gotta look at it. A lot of people who be saying, "Oh yeah, we prideful people and all this stuff and stuff," is mostly not never the prideful people, and they'll be the ones that they'll sell you out. Uh, I want to say this. Thank you for watching this show. We did 2.5 hours. I was gonna do another 2 hours, but I gotta get ready and I gotta go take a shower. I still got my work clothes on and my clothes on from yesterday. Thank y'all for watching, man. I appreciate it. Definitely Rando, Kwame, E Town. What's my other man's name from North Texas? Hold on one second. Cause y'all niggas was lit out here, man. Hold on. Let's see live. Utopian, thank you. Who else? Me, yeah. And Kwame, all of y'all, man. Even the new people who were talking and stuff like E Town. Thank you for supporting, man. I appreciate everything. And I'll probably do something later or I'll probably do something. I'm definitely doing something tomorrow morning. 9:30. So definitely you could tune in. You could just listen. Let's see. Oh, peace, man. Salute, man. I'll have one. I'll have one. I ain't doing nothing. I just gotta go get my kids and I'm gonna come back home. I was gonna go to class, but I got some shit to do. I might do another podcast. But y'all take care. Y'all have a great time. If y'all want to follow me, see when my shows is, I'm always on Twitter and stuff like that. But